go.
No, don't
Nothing.
worry about it.
Danny, Danny,
Just
sit and
leave
just
it.
I'm
sorry.
embarrassed.
breathe
Wake
for 10
up.
seconds.
Get in the
Don't-
meaty
Danny, it's
mood.
okay.
Just
I-
breathe.
I
It
can
happens.
I can still
He's
be
okay.
embarrassed.
No,
Okay.
he's okay.
Just
All
breathe.
right, Danny, just take a deep breath in, breathe in, whatever, and just get into the tiny bird mood.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, preferably not, because I don't want her even more depressed than she already is. What?
The tiny
Okay.
bird on a good day mood.
Can I point out, in the last interactions that said Tiny Burb has had with my character, things have not gone well.
God damn it.
Also, my character is shit with trying to, like, comfort people, so his idea of being, like, comforting is, yeah, you're fine, and then turning around and walking away.
Fair.
That's all he can do, unless it's, like, a specific thing where, like, he's trying to comfort the family of a soldier that he's known, that he's now had to go to their family and be like, yeah, this dude's dead now. That he's good at. He's done that a lot. But, yeah, like, comforting...
He's comforted people who have lost a lot of friends.
Yeah. Comforting Tiny Burb? No. He's shit at doing that.
Fair. Anyway, see in the order. Okay, we're gonna have a new order for introductions. So if everybody wants to do, if the two before me want to do their introductions real fast while I finish sending out links.
Alright.
Andy, that's kind of you.
Yes, Andy, that would be you who starts.
I'm gonna be honest. Discord doesn't put me in the proper order in the call, so I'm at the very top. So I don't know the order.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Andy
okay.
dropped.
It's okay.
Alright.
I'm
Okay,
looking
got
at
it working. Got it working. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's back.
Sorry, for a second, like, I clicked unmute. It was, like, letting me talk. But hi, I'm Andy. I had to change my name from my other name. Because, you know, things. But I played Narcissa, Tiefling Warlock. She's going through some shit. You'll see.
All right, then. Hello, everyone. I'm Ash or Jim, whatever you want to call me. I play Annabelle, the human artificer, who is currently playing Advocate? Who knows?
Something.
Hi, I'm Danny Boop. I'm the idiot who only just woke up like 20 minutes ago, and it's
No.
just that I'm embarrassed. And
No,
Yeah,
you stop being embarrassed.
yeah.
You stop. You stop. You stop being
You
embarrassed.
stop bashing yourself. It's completely okay. All right.
okay. Anyway, I play Minky, the Sobero Kinku monk, and she's not depressed. She's just very confused.
Everyone around me is so sad. Why?
Hi, I'm Jack Dittman. I play Olek, the half-elf fighter, who is possibly like 90% of the cause of Tiny Burb's confusion, and might also get into a fight with half of the party at some point. It's gonna be fun.
Hi.
So,
I'm
is it?
small. I play a dwarf fighter named Torgrim, and he is narcissist support, emotional support dwarf.
Hi, I'm Night Hunter. I do the things with the tokens and the enemies and the the thing. I do the DMings, and I'm going crazy. But I also have a new dice box, and I have over 40 dice coming tomorrow.
Yes, join those of us who are dice addicts.
I'm going to need all
One
of
of
them.
us, one of us.
No, but
You see, I am humbled by my 2 sets of dice. That's all I need.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, I know.
We're gonna fix that.
No, stop that.
Make it.
I mean,
Okay,
unless
no.
there's a set that's really
Who's in a
like,
submarine?
unless there's a set that really catches my eye, I'm not gonna ask any of you to like get anything for me.
Oh no. There's no asking needed. It's just going to happen. Like you'll wake up and there'll be a box of like fucking 100 dice sets.
Is not
Alright.
Don't tempt me, small.
either is or isn't perusing Amazon as we speak.
Exactly.
God damn it, Mike! It sucks because you know my
God, you're
address.
supposed to be DMing.
Yeah,
I
do the DMing things.
Oh, how rude. Very well then.
Ouch.
How rude.
DMing first, Amazon gift list later.
Last we left our party, they had talked down a potentially dangerous encounter in the form of Ethel, the bartender. A few things were revealed. People ended up splitting off in terms of no longer wanting to sleep in the same general vicinity. The day went by. New faces. A few familiar items were noticed. Some dreams were had. A few new faces were met. And now we come back to our party. Split apart, but not too far. So, first thing I want to do is I would like to have Oleg, Annabelle, and Miki, as you all begin to awake, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you have a fire going?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the bonfire, Jim.
All right. Was anyone taking watch? Because we're
I
gonna.
think Oleg would have been, just out of
Okay.
habit.
And Mickey
I'll
would
just.
have taken a
Yeah.
watch as well.
Okay. Let's see. Annabelle, were you going to? Take a watch also, or were you just gonna leave it be?
Yeah, she would have taken a watch.
All right. So I'll just have each of you roll one perception check each.
Alright.
Perception.
Damn, woman.
Of course, the tiny burb with the big eyes.
Makes sense.
Owl.
Of course, the human that can't see in the dark doesn't see well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to fix that.
I may fix it at second level.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Also okay. And okay. So, let's see. So, in terms of watches, I'll just go through and say Annabelle.
That one.
Yes. Annabelle, nothing you really see catches your immediate attention. A few owls, you see a few bats fly by. Also, I'm going to add ambience because forgot.
Dude, you're doing better than me.
Never.
Just breathe.
Never.
You.
There we go.
I mean, if you want to keel over and die, sure.
um,
I had to open my mouth.
But for your watch, Annabelle, you don't see anything. Let's see. Next, we have Oleg. It's quiet. You're reflecting on all the things that occurred.
I mean, at that point, he would probably actually be staring at like the flintlock pistol, like not completely focused on it, but just like sort of holding it in his hands, glancing at it occasionally as he's like, back to the fire and just sort of looking out at the nighttime.
If you're kind of looking at it, are you like looking to inspect it or just kind of looking at it?
Just looking at it and remembering,
Okay.
not like inspecting it as of yet, but yeah.
Do you remember when you first got this? Feels like ages ago. The dark wood for the handle has That same engraving of a crow on the left side, and then a spark on the other, and then toward the bottom of the handle, essentially the quote unquote pommel of it. It's very smoothened metal. I'm not sure what. It feels in your hands not so much heavy, but you can definitely tell that there is a weight to it, both with memories and without. You get the briefest. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as that sort of thought runs through his mind, he's probably going to just sort of reach back and put one hand on the base of his staff as well.
Every now and then you get the with a small hit of a breeze, you get the slight smell of gunpowder.
Just going to take a deep breath.
And watch goes. No interaction. Mickey,
Mhm.
you are contemplating about the day's events, the new information that you've been given. You definitely feel like when you set out from that temple, it's not exactly what you were expecting, but it's something. It is an adventure in its own right. You have some tales to write down. That is for sure. You do notice as the moon kind of shines through the clouds, a few flying figures. Not anything giant or the like, but a few things that are just kind of flying. As if almost like someone would be on a midnight stroll. Not really flying with a purpose, but just because I can.
She kind of looks wistfully up at the things that can fly.
And your watch ends. Then it's the morning. It's a little bit colder this early in the morning. It's about 6 a.m. when you guys wake up. Your fire is kind of dying down because it's not as necessary. The light coming through. What would you three like to do at this point?
Oleg's going to get up and just move through his exercises again, and then at the end of that, move through like more a series of like just basic hand-to-hand combat forms, and then pack his gear up and just sort of sit on like a nearby tree root or branch or something and just sort of be looking at the ground, just thinking about the dream question mark slight nightmare, like whatever the fuck it was that he was in while he was asleep. Just be thinking about. Just sort of all the while sort of rubbing the Celtic tattoo that goes up his arm. Just sort of like slowly rubbing his arm.
And Annabelle and Mickey.
Submarine's back.
Miki's just getting her stuff together. making sure that everything's where it's supposed to be, that she's got her pouch that has her darts at the ready for in case she needs to whip one out and just dart a bitch.
I can't imagine Mickey actually saying that though. I'm a data bitch.
If she said it, she'd say it in Scarlett's voice.
I know. I just imagined it in Mickey's voice.
But yeah, she's making sure she's got her pouch of darts ready, her pack on her back, her quarterstaff. Mm. She's just making sure that she's got all her stuff together and ready. Muttering to herself in Avian.
And Annabelle? Annabelle?
He did say, "Oh, there you are." Oh no, can't hear you, dude. Can see you lighting up.
Oh, yeah, you're lighting up, but we're not. Oh no.
No. Rip.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
All right, then. I stopped because I didn't know if Dandy was still talking, and I didn't know if I cut her off.
No, weren't hearing a single thing from you.
Oh, okay. That's weird. So yeah, Annabelle's gonna go through her typical morning routine. She's going to get dressed because she does take some of her various armor bits off to go to bed. If anyone was paying attention, they'd see that she actually has a particularly intricate tattoo on the back of one of her hands before she puts her gloves on. And then after that, she's just going to make a note in her journal of the days past.
You mean her
And
only glove?
yes, her only glove, as the other one is currently indisposed.
I'm sorry, I just need to be like, wait.
She'll get it back eventually, but she forgot to grab it before leaving. Anyways. So yeah. Just getting dressed and everything and writing in her journal and seeing if the bag of bounty will agree with her today.
Speaking of which, go ahead and roll. Roll them bones.
Alright then. Just want to try to make myself, or she wants to try to make herself a basic breakfast of eggs and bacon.
Alright.
Ooh, 19.
The world's
Alrighty.
largest. Sorry,
No, you're good.
I was just gonna say like that. It looks like it'd be the world's largest breakfast of bacon and eggs.
Which, per the roll, that would equal out to, well, that would beat any of the DCs required.
Yeah. You get. So, as you're kind of concentrating as you pull this bag out, the thought of bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and. The scent of freshly cooked bacon. You can almost hear it sizzling as it begins to kind of appear into your bag, and the smell of freshly made eggs, very nice scrambled eggs. There's a little bit of cheese on it as well. It's melted, and that is currently what's in your bag. You have, if memory serves me correct, to
Yeah, I have 2 charges left on it today.
two charges, and you could actually feed all 3 of these people if you wanted. I will say you got I rolled to see how plentiful it was, and it got a natural 20, so you got quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna look down at the bag. look down at it, look over at everyone else. Just, well, damn straight. Got breakfast, everyone.
For Miki and Oleg, you see her kind of just like staring at this bag. And you're like, what's going on? And then it starts to droop. Like it looks like things are going like forming inside of it, and it's getting heavier and heavier. And now, when she was just kind of like holding it kind of near her face, it is now drooped down to the point where she's kind of like attempting to like almost weightlift this thing up.
I like holding a very heavy cat.
Yeah. This is a fat cat's equivalent of food.
Oh, it's like raw. All right. So yeah, I imagine she's got like various travel plates, like wooden plates, to be able to hold it, like a mess kit and such.
You actually have in your mess kit specifically, you were gifted these little like traveling dishes. So it's essentially this metal disc. You press the center down, and it ejects a cup, and it flattens into a plate.
So yeah,
pretty
she's
cool.
just gonna set that up and just serve out food
Or like
to
all sort of,
whoever wants it.
yeah, I'll sort of slowly walk over and just mutter his thanks and sort of just sit quietly eating.
I'm so glad that I made this thing.
It is truly a useful piece of kit.
Sometimes it will literally spew out garbage, but other times it makes this.
As you say, literally spew out garbage, Oleg just sort of slowly stops eating for a second.
Oh, it's always clean, don't
And-
worry.
He's gonna stop eating and then just be like, oh, fuck it, I've eaten worse. And keep going.
I mean, the bag's not getting greasy from literally holding bacon in it, so it stays
That's fair.
clean.
That is a good point.
I feel like I have Annabelle's accent a little bit off right now, but
We're at the top of the
Keep
section.
going.
It's fine.
well, yeah.
There you go, you're back in it.
Miki will have walked over and taken a plate of breakfast as well. So thank you. Just is quietly eating.
Yeah. It's a very finicky little piece of magic. I really need to nail the enchantment down. But this is still my literal prototype, so one of these days I'll make another one and hopefully it'll work better.
As you all begin to dig into this food, it is very warm, and it fills you up and makes you feel very good on this cold morning. The bacon there are pieces that range from very crispy to ones that still have that nice like chew to it. The eggs are soft, they are warm, they are very cheesy.
Yeah.
And while this is happening,
Yeah, as a player, that sounds fucking.
while this is happening,
Yes.
Narcissus and Torgrim,
Mm-hmm.
you two wake up. It's about 6:15, 6:30 right now. You wake up and you smell like the faintest bit of like morning food coming from downstairs.
Food.
Narcissus is gonna first get herself dressed, and her normal clothes, taking like 5 minutes to get on her boots, as they go up to her knees.
Torgrim slips,
All them buckles.
slips back into his leather armor, kind of looks at Narcissus and is like, "You couldn't give me back my gem yet."
I already did.
Oh shit, that's right.
He just wanted another chance at her.
Maybe.
I don't. I have to go. We have to go see them today. More so him, but
You're sure you don't want to get any food before you leave?
well, I want to get food, but
I mean,
eventually
we
I'm
can
still going
always.
to have to face him. I have to grab my jacket before I leave. Thorgrim,
Hmm.
can the tattoos, and she kind of points to her back, can they just stay between us for now?
Andy, I'm gonna say this. You're a little like muffled
Better?
for me
Is this
at least.
Is this better?
No.
Hold on. Sorry.
There we go. That's better.
That's better.
Okay. Okay. Thorgrim, could you just be sure that the tattoos you saw last stay between me?
Of course.
She looks very uncomfortable that somebody knows.
Jordan just kind of like like kind of squeezes her hand a little for like a little some reassurance that he's good at keeping secrets. What happens between them stays between them.
Yeah. That's wild night.
Mm.
Looks over
Let's
the
go.
phone. I don't have it on YouTube. Can't play it right now. I can't play the thing. Lucky.
Then I will head downstairs to get some food, and then as we head out, I'm going to get my jacket. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna go with Narcissa. Really, got nothing better to do.
As you two make your way downstairs, you smell cook meat. You hear a few people who have come in for, or people who have been in this tavern coming in for, and coming down for breakfast. There's there isn't a sense of like real urgency, even though you think, some of these people should probably be getting to work. But other than that, just the average couple people sitting at the bar, a few in tables. You do notice one particular person. It is a lavender-skinned tiefling sitting at the bar, face on said bar, with a very familiar bird perched on his horn.
I'm really going over. Eloise, what are you doing? I'm going to pick her up off of him.
Sorry, friend, but could you loud.
Oh, I kind of like put my finger over her beak.
A very muffled noise from your bird occurs.
Are you alright?
No, I may have had a few drinks. And by a few, I mean 12.
That's not good for you.
I've had a lot worse happen to me, so perhaps a few drinks isn't that bad. Anywho,
What are you doing in town?
he takes a drink of his coffee that he has, and he actually is reaching into his shirt to grab something. And he pulls out a very small red gem inside of a silver compass.
Do I recognize it?
You do not. This has been guiding me on a few different stops, and this particular little thing has told me to come by this town once again, and I think I might know why. Have you got friends in this town?
Well, I got a friend outside the town. Little owl Pinku.
Oh, she's around.
Yes, we also have
Really?
a kissy half elf. A very nice
Woman.
human. You're not there. Shut up. We have a very nice human girl with us, and Narcissa kind of waves her arm like as she's like going to present Torgrim. She kind of pats him on the head, and this is Torgrim. He has
Torgrim
been
just Torgrim kind of playful, like, you know, half glares at Narcissa, like, how dare you pat me?
He's been dubbed my emotional support dwarf.
Torgrim, roll a dexterity save.
Why? Why?
Because DM said so.
But I want to know why.
Just do
You'll
it. You'll
find
find
out
out.
when you roll it. Holy shit.
So as you're kind of glaring at her, you see this little movement of like purplish skin. And you kind of move reflexively, like hop back, and it looks like he was about to just poke your nose, like very drunkenly poke your nose. But his fingers just kind of left sitting there, touching nothing, and he kind of like wiggles his finger in the air.
Torgrim glares at this purple skinned tiefling and just kind of like reels back a little and just that is and that's the third time. No more.
A bit jumpy, aren't we?
This is my friend. What was her? Did he give me a name? Knight.
He did not give you a name. You never got his name. That you tried to ask, but then he was gone.
Miki got his name.
He hasn't told me his name because he likes to be all mysterious and like.
I wouldn't call it mysterious. More so, I might have forgotten. I've got like a sheet of paper, and he pulls out this like long sheet of paper, almost like half of the Santa list. I have a lot of different names on this. I don't know if it's like aliases, because I don't know if I owe people money or not. I don't think I do. And he turns to the bartender, do I owe you money? No, you don't. Awesome. Great.
Do you sell the necklace I gave you?
Yes. He kind of looks up, thinking, and then just, yes.
Did you lose it?
No, it's just not around my neck.
Well, we can take you to meet the others. They're camping out of town. Our friend, it looks like Narcissa has eaten something sour when she says Oleg's name. Oh, our friend Oleg got in a bit of a heat with Ethel when you were still here.
I'm gonna have him roll, and that's a... Oh, wow. Okay, well, alright. Either you drank some really bad milk this morning, and it's currently killing your insides, or you don't like this person.
Don't like him.
She's
I was
had
gonna
two
say-
fucking conversations with him.
It's not more so I don't like him as a person, it's just I don't like what he's been a part of.
I mean, there are a lot of people who don't like what I've been a part of. He kind of shrugs.
It's a bit more personal with him, at least.
Fair enough.
You haven't fucked me over yet.
He kind of looks at you, a bit confused. Very interesting traveling companion you have there, then.
If you'd like to stay and finish up your coffee, I'm going to be getting myself some food. And then I have a jacket to pick up. And then I can take you out to see them.
Alrighty. Well, I do have actual business with that little owl Thank you,
Mickey.
friend. You mentioned yes, that Mickey. Yes, and he kind of smiles. Yes.
Well, you know what? I'll just take my food to go, and I can take you right there to see her. Don't want you getting lost. Kind of pats his cheek lightly.
Kind of sticks his tongue out. And
Oh,
he keeps drinking his coffee.
Would you like to see what your hat can do?
I'm very curious. I've never actually used it,
She
so I would
taps,
love to see it.
She taps the hat so it goes on to Eloise, and then she turns Eloise into a cat.
What type of cat does Eloise turn into?
A fluffy black Maine Coon.
He kind of picks Eloise up. Well, aren't you adorable? And he kind of sets Eloise on his head.
Oh,
And Eloise is just kind of sitting there, kind of batting at some of the charms that he has on his horns.
Torgrim, would you like some breakfast?
I would, please.
I'll order 2 things of breakfast.
Right.
And then
Thank you.
go.
Okay, give me 1 second, please.
Oh boy, more food porn.
Alrighty. So, now are these going to be the same thing, same items, or do you want different items?
Narcissa's trying to keep her figure, so she's not gonna get too much meat, because that's too much.
Torgrim's gonna stuff his face. He loves food.
Okay, so Narcissa,
Mhm.
you get a small plate of 4 eggs, very like they're over medium eggs with a little bit of parsley kind of sprinkled on top of them. Next to it, you have a small little, almost kind of like tiny bowl of hash browns that have butter currently melting on top. And then you have 3 pieces of bacon,
Mm.
and then a cornbread muffin as well that comes with your breakfast.
Oh.
I'm ready
And
for my
then
meal.
Torgrim, the orc behind the bar, he comes out and he serves you something very strange. It looks like an omelet, but it's very fat. And then he kind of takes a small knife and he cuts into it. He cuts the top open, and as it's splitting open, you see that inside there is a bed of cheese, there is rice, there is ham that has been mixed together, and it looks like it's been kept warm and kind of almost cooked inside of the egg. And then as it kind of spills out and opens up, you see that there's also a little bit of he sets down next to you a very small bowl of soup.
Yes.
It is very fragrant. It is very nice. It smells not. It doesn't smell per se like. How should I describe this?
It sounds almost like a very fancy omurice.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Actually, think about the smell of freshly cooked bacon. Think about that in soup form, but as you're eating it, there's potatoes, there's also a little bit of corn in there as well. Then there's some bacon bits that have been chopped up and made into it.
That sounds amazing. I want that food now. I really
I'm
do.
feeding some bacon to my bird daughter, who's now a cat.
Eloise is currently still sitting on the tiefling's head, and he's just kind of chewing the food. He's kind of like scratching her nose.
Do I get a name from you yet, or do I have to unlock some more story about how we're connected?
Well, to keep things simple, I think it might be easiest just to let your little friend name me, because honestly, I don't remember exactly what name I gave her. So, just to keep things a little bit easier, whatever she calls me. You can call
Oh
me
boy.
Could I?
And he kind of looks.
before we go and see them, they don't know. Well, none of my party knows about. Well, and she kind of lifts her arm up to show the compass tattoo. Could I just see yours for a moment to see how similar they are?
And he kind of looks at you with a bit of a smirk on his face. Now, you've asked the question of where the you wish to see it, but do you know where the tattoo actually is?
I just kind of put my hand on his chest. I've seen it. You showed me.
Looks down at his mug. I really need to not drink that much next time. Sure. And he pulls his shirt off.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be probably obvious to see Praetorium that Narcissus is comparing to I imagine, very similar compass tattoos.
Yeah, it's a little interesting to Torgrim while he eats. Like, what's going on over here?
Also, Eloise is currently like covered by like his shirt. He hasn't fully pulled it off yet. He's just kind of like holding it above, and you just hear Eloise.
How similar are these tattoos? Are there any differences to them?
They look almost identical. However, the N for north on his is blue. The S is green. The E is red, and the W is white.
All right.
Whereas yours are just same normal inking of black. However, there's nothing different other than those.
She's kind of like running her finger in a circle around the letters.
Oh, please, that tickles. Don't stop.
She taps his nose through the shirt.
That's not fair. I can't see you, and I can't poke yours either.
I help him pull his shirt back down and reveal my cat.
I was gonna say, as you pull that down, he just goes, "You know what?" Pokes your cat's nose.
I know you probably don't remember why you got the tattoo. You only remember the name, really.
That is essentially my curse as of right now.
Your letters are different than mine.
Are they?
Yes, yours are colored. Mine are black.
Interesting. And why do you suppose that is?
Different role.
Possibly.
I'm a charlatan. I'm a sweet talker. I don't know what you did, but I know. And Narcissa points to Eloise on his head. I know what she did, but I'm fairly certain her tattoo is just like mine.
So, you notice that he does not eat anything whilst you two are chowing down on your food. The soup, Torgrim, is very creamy. The potatoes are soft. There's a hint of garlic seasoning, as well as maybe even just like a little bit of rosemary that it's been kind of buttered up with. The bacon, while the soup is still kind of has that nice crisp texture to it.
Once Narcissa finishes, she will put down the kneaded gold and pick up her cat. No. Well. Shush. If you two are almost done, you can find me at the tanner. I need to go pick up my newly altered jacket. Get my daggers. And we'll meet you at the gates to the town, where Mickey said that they were going.
Alrighty, I'll probably just be meeting you out there then. And he proceeds to kind of leave a couple gold onto the counter, and then he gets up and walks out.
Jordan continues eating, just kind of like stuffing his face real quickly with the rest of his food before leaving.
Make sure none fell in your beard.
Yeah, I know. Double check the beard, always.
There's a small piece of ham that found its way into your beard.
God damn it. Just like pick it out and flick it away. Just move on with life, please.
You just hear in the distance, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It's in my ear!
Turner's gonna move a little faster now.
Right.
I pick up my jacket. I imagine that's just real quick since I already paid for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making my way downtown, walking fast,
I
walking
now have
faster.
dagger sheath in my jacket, which is really cool. My hawk is still a cat as I'm heading to the gates where Miki said that they were going to be.
At this time, Oleg, Annabelle, and Miki, it's getting about the time where you mentioned you would meet back up with the rest of your traveling companions.
Mm-hmm.
Oleg's packed and ready to go.
Well, I suppose we should head back in town at this point. And besides, to be honest, given the fact that there's literally being a protection ring put around the town, I'm kind of glad nothing happened last night. Considering there's apparently supposed to be like a town eater creature running around in the ground right now.
Well, yes,
Retroactively,
I'm not
didn't really
certain
think
how far
about
away
that.
it is.
Was that Oleg?
Well, we're not entirely certain how far away it is, and we got here yesterday, so in theory it should be here by sometime tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well, that's fair, but you never know with such things. They could decide to suddenly get up and go.
That is a good point. Although I would suggest we make our way out of here as fast as possible.
Alrighty then. I guess we should head back in then, at least for a little bit. See how the others are. Try to figure out if we can get this train rolling. We got a job to do after all.
Me too. He's just gonna start walking.
Yeah, Annabelle's gonna head in town too.
Miki's following.
Does she have her
Alright.
roller skates on?
She's got
When
the
do we
same
meet up?
movement speed as you. She's got a movement speed of 30.
And soon she will have more.
Yeah,
Mm.
monk shit.
So
Bird
she's
will be-
just literally gonna be Roadrunner.
Pretty much.
She will be Deja Blue.
Why am I imagining a tiny owl with Roadrunner legs spinning a staff like a helicopter propeller,
Because it's
just
awesome.
running?
Awesome.
As you begin to make your way, you three, toward the gate, the front area, the entrance to the town, Miki, you see a very noticeable and colorful tiefling just kind of standing there, kind of swinging his tail around.
Of
And you
I,
see a few others walking to join him.
I would assume Miki would recognize said tiefling.
Indeed, you do.
Like, her mood is just kind of like a little meh, but upon seeing him, she like immediately brightens up and just starts running over to him, going, Bullymuck!
Also, that's the name you gave her.
I guess so.
Well, then-
Hello, little darling.
Hi! I've been looking for you!
Have you now?
I wanted to, thank you. She just like stutters and then she just immediately like goes into 90-degree bow. Just, I didn't thank you properly for the book.
If only the other one was like this. It's not a
I
problem.
thank you.
Oh, no,
I
not talking.
thanked you.
I'm not talking about you. Or your precious little cinnamon roll over there. I'm talking about the other monk I knew.
You know,
Other
Very abrasive. Yes. Very abrasive, but fun.
sounds
got
like
into trouble.
Scarlet.
I don't know who the Scarlet is, but from the sound of it, I already like her.
Mickey will just take her quarterstaff off her back and point to Scarlet's signature on it. One of my friends.
Interesting.
alright. You have the reason to be in here and to talk to with my friend.
Indeed. By chance, and he kind of crouches down to kind of be a bit more eye level. I have gotten a bit of a. He kind of plays with his fingers in the air. Sixth sense about people having a few certain items, and one of which kind of points to you, Mickey. You might happen to have on your person.
Okay. What would it be?
Pulls out what looks to be a silver compass with a red gem on the inside of it. And he holds it up, and it looks like he's kind of focusing on it. And then from the center of it, you see almost like a very carbon copy, like pictured image of a certain piece of paper you have in your bag. It kind of looks to you. I might need to take a look at that.
Like, her eyes get wide upon seeing that, and she just starts nodding and takes her bag off and digs out the ticket.
He puts the compass back into his shirt, and then he takes a look at the ticket. So that's where you are. His eyes kind of flash a bright blue light. Right. And he kind of blinks a few times, and he hands it back to you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Where might you find folk be headed? And he kind of looks around at this group of people.
Well, what city are we heading off to?
Valencia.
Yes. Check what happened. While they're not paying taxes and the like.
I apologize if I pronounced that wrong.
Valthia. Valencia is where Remy is
Sorry.
in the Unexpectables. No, it's okay. I realized after I made that name was, it's very similar.
Like,
Sure.
Mickey will just, like, kind of... Oh, no, it's pronounced Valthia.
Valthia.
Valthia. What business do you have there?
Well, they have basically lost communication, and we need to figure out what the fuck happened.
Is Thilvin not paying anything again?
Yeah, he's not paying anything.
Oh, good.
I hate to be the person to say so, but I think I missed something. Who is this?
This is Mollymok. He is a good man. He is a tiefling that I met my first time here in Steel Harbor, and so did me.
He reaches out a hand to you, Annabelle. The name's Mollymok, I guess. And he grabs your hand and shakes. Pleasure to meet you.
All right. Well, she didn't extend her hand, so that was kind of.
Yeah, he just kind of awkwardly, didn't wait. He just started shaking the air.
Well, all right then. I'm Annabelle. Well, okay. I guess you'll introduce me then. That's fine.
Well, I already told him about you.
Yeah, you don't really do that with strangers. Kind of awkward. Anywho, do you have some business with the fella in that town? Because you sound like you know him.
I know him, but I don't really have any business with him. At least not yet. Not at this point. Not anymore. But I was mainly more interested in what your little friend here had. And now that I've gotten what I needed from it, thank you again, little missy.
You're welcome.
I merely just have to find my way again. Gotta give us a smile at that.
Is there a particular thing you're looking for?
Not so much a thing, more so people. And from what I have gathered, they are quite a ways away, so...
Darcy,
I'm having the distinct feeling our paths are gonna cross again. I don't know why.
It's possible. She points to Narcissa. I've been in communication with this one a few times. Probably gonna end up seeing her again. So by proxy, I'll probably be seeing all of you fine people again.
That's a fair enough reason, I suppose.
It kind of gives a second glance to Torgrim. Kind of winks at Torgrim. Turns back.
Narcissa gently puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, well, you know the stuff. She kind of it does it as like an inside thing that like most people would know with the tattoo. Well, if you're always looking for friends, Southward is a good way to go.
South is always a nice place to go. Anywho, I believe it is my time to get back on the road because I imagine you folks probably do as well.
Mm-hmm. We need to head out.
Until we meet again, and he kind of does a bow, and then he's replaced by a raven. Gets to fly off.
Is it the same raven that I saw before?
I would say yes. You denote that it's the same.
Did he just turn into a bird?
No, he does that. He's like that.
I mean, I've met druids. They can literally do that.
And I hold Eloise in cat form up to the bird and go, look, it's your friend.
Eloise begins to do like the reaching for the bird. He was like kind of pawing at it. Eloise's tail kind of hits her face.
I kind of turn around and I go, I liked you better when you had a tail like mine.
Kind of pokes your nose.
Let's go. She's back on my shoulder.
She starts grooming herself.
You should head out.
And I imagine with that, our party's about to hit the road then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I would ask, who is taking lead and what is our marching order?
Oleg always wants to be first.
Narcissa's staying as far away from Oleg as possible, but she's just having Eloise as a cat right now and holding on to her support dwarf's hand.
I would point out it's not so much want as he doesn't know if anyone else has ever been a soldier. So he's just like, I've done this before, I'm moderately good at it. I'll just do it. Plus the other thing in his head is he was, as far as he sees it, he was hired to like protect the slightly more vulnerable parts of this party. Cough, Annabelle, Narcissa, cough. Torgrim can obviously look after himself.
Whatever.
Were you asking if I can't keep a marching order, or asking if I can't
No,
protect
I'm
myself?
explaining that out of character. So
All right then.
Well, Torgrim's obviously going to be in front of Narcissus, and she wants to be as far away from Oleg as possible.
Okay, so we have Oleg at front again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess Miki will be second.
Anna's gonna take up rear position, looking over her map as they walk, as she's been doing the last few times.
So, Oleg, me, Narcissa, Annabelle.
pretty much.
All right. So while you are walking, I would like 2 people, you may choose, to make perception checks, or you can offer someone to do the help action, so that way they get advantage. I will let you choose.
Well, my cat's going to be looking out behind us.
All right. So roll for Eloise.
I don't want to risk her turning into a Bergen and getting. She has advantage on these.
Oh damn.
Not
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
Okay. So who else was going to be doing the rolls?
I mean, unless someone else wants to, Oleg will probably do one because he's up the front.
Sure, Oleg. Go percept.
Yeet.
Anyone else want to do one as well, or?
I mean, I would, but I also want to give other people chances to like roll. You
Ooh.
22.
Two very good rolls.
Mm.
Let's see. And was that going to be it, or did someone else want to roll? Or was that just advantage? Because two people have the option to roll
know. Okay.
or give advantage, so that's why I was asking.
Well, would mine count as one?
Yours does not, because it is specifically your familiar,
Ah,
and you using
Okay.
your familiar, so that does not technically count.
Alright.
I guess I could have Miki roll as well since she's at the front with Oleg.
Okay.
So, 6.
Oh no.
At least it's not a nat 1, so I don't think I'm going to be stepping in any owlbear poop.
Yeah, that happened last time. Alrighty. Give me one, please. Put it back.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. So, Eloise, while walking along, do you have Eloise? What do you have for relation to the party?
Well, she's just like kind of like perched around my shoulders, but looking back.
So behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Eloise is just kind of sitting there, purring, just kind of looking around. Occasionally bats at one of your charms absentmindedly, just not taking her eyes off of. But then you suddenly kind of feel. You suddenly feel her kind of like tense up ever so slightly, but then stop.
Turn and go. Did you see something?
You see a deer just kind of walking by, kind of bounding out of the forest onto the road.
Oh my! It's a deer. It's not going to eat you.
I mean, you say that.
Oleg, you are kind of just walking along. It's a dull day on the outside of a town. It's you're not really seeing anything of note. given that you are close enough to a form of township, nothing of note's really occurring. You do see the signposts showing that you are currently on the way to Valthaya, and the towns of Nolvat and Milvo are still, you are going the correct way, and they are pointing you into that direction.
Okay.
Right. You do notice that it is starting to get a little bit colder. Not like it has dropped from 70 degrees to 50 degrees or anything like that, but just like the wind's making it a little bit. The wind is quite cool, and that's a little annoying every now and then. But other than that, nothing much is going as you are making your way forward.
Okay. Good to know.
It is now about you've all been walking consistently for a good like 4 or 5 hours. So it's currently 11, getting close to noon at this point in time. Are we wanting to? Did you want to say, for instance, stop, or did we want to just kind of keep going?
I mean, I could probably just keep going, but if the rest of the party stopped, he'd stop.
Torgrim wants to keep going.
Keep going. Cover as much ground as possible.
Let's try to get away from the thing that's going to eat an entire fucking city.
Very good idea. Very good idea.
Oh, Torgrim, I would like to mention this as we're walking on the road. Torgrim, I did try to talk with a certain friend about your crystal.
Friend.
It turns out you could call her a friend. Turns out she fairly does not like either her or the crystal does not like each other.
I'm more curious as to who this friend is.
Ooh.
Well, she's the reason why I have Eloise, and she's the reason why I can do magic. But yeah, I'm talking about you, Eloise. And she's not. She's a good being.
Torgrim just kind of. He's got some thoughts running through his head, but he's not gonna speak them. He's gonna keep them to himself. Just like shrug. Alright.
But I thought I should let you know. Also, your crystal talked.
What?
Yeah, after I picked it up, from it just popping out of the fireplace, it said no in a very deep voice. It sounded like a.
Well, that's a little ominous.
Oh, I know. And next time we take camp, I'll be sure to stay close to you in case it happens again.
Well, if I'm right, the theory, my theory, is right. And it won't happen again until I learn something else related to blacksmithing.
We'll have to get you on that now, won't we? Still continue walking.
Right.
as we're walking, can Miki use her ability of being able to just find food with her background to see if she can find something?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a survival check. Oh, wait, no, you don't even need to. Actually, I'll have you roll a 1d20 so I know what you find. Because
Okay.
I actually have a chart for that.
I rolled a 2.
You find, you actually find a bush of blackberries.
Oh, hell yeah.
You get about 5-6 handfuls. But even though even though they are small handfuls because you are grabbing them, there's still a decent amount here.
Alright. So she'll just grab those up and then just, I assume, like, could have grabbed them fairly quickly and just ran back over to the party. Just like, look what I found!
What are they?
Blackberries!
What are blackberries?
You've never had. You need to try one! And she will offer up a blackberry to Narcissa.
Okay.
Narcissus tentatively going to take the blackberry in her hand and be like, I don't know if this is poisonous, so I'm just gonna, you know what, fuck it, gonna eat it.
Roll Constitution save, please.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh no!
It
Yes.
is poisonous. I can always fix it.
Oh, I'm just getting like the image in my head of what happens out here. Like if you see a blackberry bush on the side of the road, you don't fucking go near it because it's been sprayed.
So, how
There's
badly
this-
does this hurt?
Oh no, it doesn't hurt. You just see a small bug inside of it.
Oh my god. Narcissa chucks the blackberry.
I wonder where the other half is, Narcissa.
Oh, she's giving a death glare at Oleg.
And Miki's just kind of tilting her head side to side and she's like, oh yeah, non-Kinku don't like bugs.
Oh, come on now. The bug gives it a little bit extra protein.
She gets
I
it!
live in the. I've eaten fucking scorpions, and that tastes awful.
We should try crushed up with a little bit of sugar mixed in, a little bit of pectin, which may or may not be something you extract from something's internal organs, but it's no big issue.
Is also present in apples.
That's fair, but still. Harder to
Never
get
really-
it out of an apple than it is to get it out of a organ.
I've never really had an arrow. I've had an apple a few times. Listen, you don't get much fruit out in the fucking desert.
I mean, I beg to differ, given the fact that I know of several varieties of fruit that come from desert oases and the such.
Have you ever been
Watermelon, for
to
instance.
Have you ever been to a demilitarized zone where there's fucking devils coming out every other day?
Can't say that I had, nor that I desire to.
It's not
You
fun.
just said desert previously, though, so I was not sure the extent of the barrenness.
Fairly barren to the point of you can see the horizon for miles and not know where the fuck you're going.
Well, that's terrifying.
It is.
Nikki, can I have some blackberries?
Yeah, sure. She
Annabelle, you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
she would just hold out the blackberry so Annabelle can take as many as she wants.
Annabelle, you do kind of remember that there have been a few instances where some fruits will grow in places as kind of Narcissus describing. However, they're more so tricks that devils like to play on mortals. They're called fire fruit. When you take a bite of them, they light you on fire, and it's horrifying.
Would that not potentially be a component of the fire that she can throw,
Yes, it is,
or at least elements of it.
It is a component that you can utilize. It helps the fire burn a bit longer. So instead of it just lasting one use, it goes for another turn. It essentially makes the fire stronger in terms of like longevity. But it's very hard to get those fruit. They are very unstable, let's say.
But
Narcissa has an aversion to fruit.
But yeah, I have heard of some fruits that come from regions like that. Not particularly easy to keep them, and hard to
Oh, the fire fruit?
transport thing. Yeah, hard to transport things that will literally burst into flames on a hard jolt.
Eh.
Oh, I may have just not heard before, but did she get any pings on her map?
No, she didn't.
Okay, well she still has it open and is looking at it as they walk.
Right.
Also, just so she knows that they're going in the right direction.
Okay. As the party begins to move forward, let's see here. Andy?
Yeah.
I would like Eloise to roll another perception check, please.
All right. 1 moment.
Sorry, I don't know if the microphone picked that up.
I didn't hear the first time, so
Ah. My apologies.
17.
As you are all beginning As you're all beginning to walk away, Eloise, you all hear a and then you see Eloise jump into the bush that Mickey walked up to. And you hear screaming. And scratching. And then you see... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I whistle for my fucking cat to come back?
You do, but then you hear more hissing and more screaming, and then you look. She's currently attacking a goblin. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Eloise, what the
Every
hell?
time.
Good bird cat. Good bird cat. 19.
Oh, I have to roll for Eloise too?
Yes, you do have to roll for Eloise, who is currently engaged with an enemy.
I got a 7.
Myself
Oh,
17.
I got a 15. And
Come
Eloise
on.
got a 4.
Turn order, please. Why are you not?
There's 2 Olex.
Mm. Double
He's
the
Oh,
fun.
no.
multiplying like Tolgrim's boob rock.
I am going to get the appropriate music. God damn it.
One Oleg is already enough to deal with. Now we have to deal with 2 of them?
Oh. What's the matter?
Unless you like your face being in one piece. You might want to shut
just
up.
try it.
So, as the hissing begins, you hear the screaming, "Ah! Ah!" as the goblin is currently in a lot of pain, kind of getting its eyes clawed at, and it is the claws are very effective, actually. And you notice that goblin that is currently in the bush has a net. He was about to throw on Mickey, but did not get a chance to.
Thank you, Eloise.
Oh, come on.
See, she's a good girl.
I mean, you say that.
I mean, also, I knew her too as a human too, so she's kind of an asshole, but, you know, I love her anyway.
Okay, unless one of the goblins rolled higher than me, I think I'm going first. Because I rolled a 19.
Noise.
We shall see, because I must. Let's see here. I think I got a 17. Narcissa got a 15. Mickey got a 19. Not 189. No, God no. That's
Oh, she
no. That's.
definitely got first.
But now I have
She
to roll
has
for.
ascended.
I have to roll for all the enemies.
Be fun.
Miki
they
has
hurt-
ascended to a new turn order.
Where she is the only one.
Oh, good. I actually have enough dice for all of this at once.
Holy shit.
That's terrifying.
Very terrifying.
All right. So that's 4 natural ones. Jesus. Okay.
Hey,
Great. Let's. God damn it.
So that adds on top of Eloise's natural one. So that's 5.
There are 5 natural ones.
But I hope that Eloise has a higher dexterity than the goblin.
What's her modifier?
3.
3? We'll see, because they're not all goblins.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
You'll
See,
be fine.
at least she warned us.
No, she beats them out. She beats all of them out.
Yes.
Give me
Best-
1 second. I need to make
Best
sure I'm
familiar
getting.
ever. I love her so much.
So this one got a 3.
She technically still have her 60 movement.
I will
Because
say
that
one
was-
thing, Knight.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, you've got 2 people in, or like 2 tokens right there.
Right where?
Yeah. There.
2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Shit,
One right at the bottom, and then 1 3 back from that.
I actually currently don't see any enemy tokens.
If you scroll down the turn order and just hover over the icons, you'll get a little yellow box around the enemy tokens.
Oh, I thought those were tree stumps. Those are enemies.
So there,
Sorry.
there.
Oh yeah. No,
Those
this
do
one-
not stand out very well. I'll have to keep an eye on them.
Hmm.
That's the point. They don't want to be noticed. But they're not very smart, so they got noticed. That's a
By a cat.
3. Yes, by a cat who rolled very high.
By a hawk who is a cat.
I never said these fellows were smart.
True. Is the armor okay? I got.
Why did the turn order delete? Oh no.
Done that.
Rip. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties, per usual.
Live, everybody.
Let's see. Orc stats. Okay. We're at 17. We're going to go after Oleg. Mr. Orc. For some reason, your guys' initiatives did not save on the thing. How dare roll 20. Godbird ascends. Eloise has a 4. This is going to go.
You may have noticed it first, but he's not clear.
Alright. Torgrim has an 8. Adding turn. Boop. Let's see. Alrighty.
Do-
Yes.
sorry, it was taking a moment for all the stuff to update.
There we go. So, all right, top of the round. Miki, you are currently being accosted by multiple people.
Okay, just quarterstaff out immediately, and she's gonna go for the goblin that Eloise is engaged with. So I'm assuming that's this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, and we're going with a good old quarterstaff strike, two-handed. Double 15s.
That just hits, actually.
Okay, so
Roll your damage.
that's 7.
All right. You run up to it. You notice it had a net. You're not very happy. You hear something crack. First, you look at the staff. I'm like, no. You look at it. Its neck is kind of protruding out of its. Its spine is kind of protruding out of its neck, and it just kind of falls over, dead. Had
Okay.
exactly 7 hit points.
Okay, and I'm just seeing real quick if I have enough movement still that I can get over to. Because I know that you can move, attack, move, and if you can bonus attack.
You can do that as well, yes.
Okay, so Miki will do that and just start running over. It would help if I had the right thing selected. She'll go ahead and run over to this next guy and do her bonus action unarmed strike against this one, which I assume is an enemy.
Yes. Go ahead and roll. As you approach, it sees you after killing its friend.
12. I doubt that's hitting.
No. That will miss, sadly. It kind of moves its shield up, and you strike its shield. Hand kind of hurts now. You smack metal. Alrighty. Is that your turn then?
Yes.
Alrighty. Oleg, you are up.
He's gonna pull 2 daggers and run over to here and attack this dude.
Alrighty.
One with the Francie dagger.
Oh, okay. Roll. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
So 13.
That would I think.
Sorry,
that would
11.
Only be,
I
yeah, I think
apologize.
that would only be 11. So.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Did he have advantage?
No, he did not.
No.
But that's
Oh, yeah, sorry. 7. 7 then, sorry.
that's still. You just run up, daggers out,
And then just shank a motherfucker.
just kind of right into the roof of his mouth, and you kind of see a
Okay.
little bit of the blade poking out of his skull.
Okay, so I started there, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. That's 15, so. Okay. I'm gonna. How far was that? Sorry. Okay, right. So he's gonna go to there and throw at. Actually, no, because that would be. Yeah, that would be disadvantage. So throw at this dude here that I'm hovering over.
Alright. Go ahead and roll for it.
14 would miss, wouldn't it?
Yes, that'll just miss.
Okay.
It kind of goes past his ear. Alright. Orc number 1. Going to take a shot.
Okay, good.
Let's see here. Sorry, flipping pages. Yay! Multiple enemy types. Oleg, what is your AC?
His AC is 16.
Okay. So, so a 19 hits you then, yes.
Yes, that would definitely hit.
Okay. Just from up in the tree, you hear the whizzing of an arrow, and it lands in your chest, and it does.
Oh boy.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that'll do 4 points of piercing damage.
How much?
4.
Okay, good, because I thought you said 14 for a second.
No, God no.
I nearly freaked
Ah,
out because
no.
I'd be like, well, I'm fucking down.
No, 4 points of damage. It just
Okay.
lands right into your shoulder.
Just staggers a little bit.
That is his move. Narcissa, we're up.
All right. So, reminder: is it bonus action to command Eloise?
Yes.
All right. So, bonus action, I'm gonna look at my cat and just say, tell her to stay on the trail and hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check for me.
For Eloise.
For her, yeah.
All right. One moment.
Because she is a black cat that is trying to be stealthy on a brown path. But just runs into a pile of leaves and just starts moving in the pile of leaves. And it just looks like a cat in a ghillie suit, just kind of slowly moving forward.
All right. Then moving in front of Torgrim for about a moment because I know he's just in front of me. I'm going to target that gentleman right there with an Eldritch Blast.
Roll to hit.
22.
That hits. That hits. Roll damage.
1. It does 1 point of force.
All right, you look at your target. There you are. You cast it. It goes flying. You. There's a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth. You think you might have broken a few teeth.
Narcissus is just laughing.
You hear.
Your teeth are broken.
I feel like I'm having a very specific issue just to me. I cannot see where any of the enemies are.
It should be.
I'll
You
hold
have to
on for
hover
you.
over their turn order thing to see where they are.
No, it's mostly because I'm colorblind, so everything is gray and brown.
Oh yeah,
Point
that's
them out with my
right.
pointer. So here,
Alright, I can see
There.
when I hover over them in the turn
There.
order, but the one that
There.
Miki's in front of, or at least I assume she's in front of, isn't on the turn order.
It should be.
Well, at least it wasn't when I looked through it. That's why I'm just confused, because I legitimately can't see where anything is.
Sorry. I don't know why he's not on the turn order. What the hell?
It's
oh
fine.
shit, there is one in that tree. Fuck.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one
yeah,
that just shot you.
That's right. He's the one
No,
that also got the
that's-
natural one. I didn't put him in.
No, that's the one there. I mean, that one. I only just saw. I would have
Yeah.
shanked him.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. This is the fourth natural one we got in the group. That is why. That is my bad.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
This is-
I'll in the future I'll try and make it so that way you can see them. I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's
I
fine.
forgot.
Maybe just try to get tokens that have maybe a bit of a border on them so I can see them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'll work on doing that. I'll try and get a vibrant color.
It is the no yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Annabelle, you are up.
Isn't this
Torgrim
the-
is before me.
Yeah,
Or he should
I like
be. He has an
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, I am before Annabelle.
Oh wow, things got moved. Great.
Yeah.
Torgrim, your go. My apologies. Things keep getting
So,
moved. How dare.
This one over here. Hold on. Give me a second. the one to the right of me in the tree, can I go and like get my axe out or like go attack him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, then I'm gonna go do that. Alright, I'm going to attack him with my great axe, two-handed.
Yeah, that hits.
8 slashing damage.
Damn.
You bring your axe up. As you kind of
Torgrim is
into its side.
Torgrim is a strong boy.
Kind of looks down at it. Looks over to you. Alright, now it is your turn, Annabelle. Again, my apologies.
Alright then, it's fine. Alright, let's see. So there are, by that rock up there, there are 2 of them right within 15 feet of each other?
Right up here?
Yeah.
There are 2 within that 15 feet range.
Yep, there.
Alright, I'm gonna huck a bit of alchemy fire right between them.
Alrighty. Let's see, and remind me, is that a...
That's a dexterity
save on my
saving
end?
throw, DC 14.
Alright. Natural 2 and a 3, nope.
I finally hit something!
As you're screaming with joy, they are screaming with pain. Oh god, that actually hurts my voice.
One, his teeth are broken.
Yeah, one's got a broken teeth, the other one's... No, he has broken teeth, and he's on fire.
Oh, Oleg, look! The bottles work!
Well done. I was starting to doubt it.
Me too. I'll figure it out. I'm still getting better. Alright then that's my turn because I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action.
Alrighty. Then, next up, we have Mr. Archer Boy. He is going to... He's gonna take a shot at Annabelle because fire hurts. Be angry. Nope, that is a 2. It's going to go wide.
She's gonna point at him just, screw you!
I'm just reading that, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh, gotcha. Alrighty, that is that goblin's turn. Sure, yes. Come on. Mouse, please. Mouse, why are you not working? There we go. Alright. Orc number 2 is going to rush up to you, Olek, and he's going to take a swing. And that's going to hit. That's
Yay!
a 16 plus modifiers.
Oh, great.
And that is going to be... Sorry. Let's see. Longsword, 1d8.
Mm.
Wow, okay. Plus... You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
He got a 1.
Thank Christ.
This disappoints me.
I'm not disappointed because I'm under half health. Given
It's
that it's a
Eloise.
longsword, if he had have rolled well, I would have been.
It's Eloise's turn.
It is it is Shrubcat's turn now. Yes.
There's a bit of heroic moralling as she trots for to the side to swipe at this orc man.
The deadly shrub.
The deadliest, adorable shrub that ever did live.
I'm just imagining a cat where... Okay, yeah, that hits. Why is your...
no matter what.
Wow.
Let me check
Just
what.
claws at
Jesus
it. Like,
Christ. Why is your cat so lethal? I mean, it's only 1 point of damage, but Jesus.
I mean, anyone who's fought a bird knows that they can attack you real easy.
I need to roll something now.
Is it a Constitution save to see if he catches cat scratch fever?
No. Elise cut his Achilles tendon. So you just hear this horrid screech from the orc, which I'm not going to do because that will kill my voice. But he's prone because that shit hurts.
Oh, good.
and then like you see that it's the cat.
It's a cat with like magically stuck to it like bits of leaf and like ground matter and stuff.
Oleg, what you see is essentially a small bush with 2 giant cat eyes that are like, you know, when they're like horribly dilated, and they're just like staring at this orc. His paws kind of
they're
retracting.
He's gonna like his empty hand is just gonna rub his forehead for a second and just be like, I'm obviously still fucking dreaming. That is fucking terrifying.
And in the back of your head, Oleg, you hear meow.
Oh my god, I'm dying. How hilarious.
That goblin's dead. That orc is not, though. Torgrim. Torgrim, what is your AC, please?
13, I believe.
Okay, that's going to hit.
13.
Alrighty, Torgrim. Let's see, yeah.
He's wearing leather.
Torgrim, you take 8 points of damage.
Yikes! Oh, ow.
As the orc that you currently have your axe in looks at you like, the fuck? Fuck you! Brings up its scimitar and brings it down on your side.
Alright. Alright, I see
that
where
is
this
his
is
turn.
going.
I need to Torno to please. Why you so why? Alright. And then the last one that had its natural 1, it's his turn. Last goblin boy with the natural 1 that Mickey's in front of. Never mind, that's a natural 1.
Nah.
Damn.
That goblin boy is having an off day.
It misjudged where your head was supposed to be. Swung a good, like, 6 inches above where your head was. And it just looks up at you, looks very confused. And just stands there like, the fuck did I just do? Back to the top of the round. Miki, you are up.
Okay, Mickey's just like the same as before. Just like, or just kind of gives a little chuckle and thinks to herself, "Man, being short is coming in handy here lately." And she's gonna two-handed swing her quarterstaff. Ah, piss!
Right off the shield.
And she'll just kind of like, and go right into the unarmed strike. 12.
That will miss as well, I'm sorry. It just kind of moves out of the way, not wanting to get his ass handed to him. Friend did. So that's not fun.
It's just kinda...
Is that your turn, Miki?
Yeah, that's really all I can do.
Alrighty. Oleg.
So Oleg's gonna attack the prone dude.
Alright. Roll with advantage.
Yay. Still with the fancy dagger.
That's gonna hit. Roll
Yay.
damage.
Damage. 5 piercing. So dude has thus far taken 9 damage.
Actually, he's taken 10 points of damage because of Eloise. With the 1.
Remember.
Yeah, but he was
So
on
you-
fire for 3.
Yeah, so he had 15 originally. Took 3, so he's down to 12.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Took damage from you. Yeah, so
There was
Yeah,
also the 1 point from the Eldritch
Eldritch
Blast.
Blast. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the
he's down
Eldritch
to 5.
Blast. Yeah, that's right.
So. Alright. Just gonna bring the dagger down and right into its arm. Little miffed. Not gonna lie.
In
Little miffed.
2 seconds, I just need to read. Make equal to. Do I want to use that though? You know what, fuck it, staying alive is a little bit more important. He's gonna, with bonus action, he's gonna eat that golden root that Annabelle gave him a couple of days ago. Just gone that down.
Alrighty.
Which is, when consumed, make a con save, DC 10 on success, take 1d6 hit points, or round it up, or half rounded up on a fail. Just.
Just made it. Alright, roll your d6 for health.
5. Thank God. Okay. That is Oleg's turn.
Alrighty. Now it's Mr. Orc's turn. You know, I need to see what he's more afraid of. Okay. What's Eloise's AC? Andy?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
13.
The orc pulls his arrow back. Eloise notices this and hops over it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got a total of 12 afterwards, so he misses. And now it's your turn, Narcissus.
I'm gonna look between the orc that's attacking my emotional support dwarf and the one that's attacking my cat and decide the cat's a little more important.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Love you,
It's nice to know
Torgrim.
where you stand, isn't it?
Love you, Torgrim. I'm gonna move up right there. And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the orc that tried to kill my cat. $19.
Yeah, that hits.
Does max damage!
Okay. You're like, no, fuck you, don't try and hurt my cat. And he gets knocked out of the tree. And is also prone because he is on his ass. Jesus Christ.
I just stick my tongue out at him. And that's my turn.
Narcissa?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Torgrim, you are up.
I immediately want to use my bonus action for second wind so I can regain some health points. Because I'm below half HP at this point. So, how do?
/R space 1d10.
Well, yeah, I know. Guys. Leave me alone. Five plus 1. It's like fighter level.
Alrighty.
And now I'm gonna attack him again because I'm kind of pissed that he hit me. You know, Torgrim doesn't like that. So.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Yeah.
16 slashing damage. Torgrim does not like
Jeez.
this.
Don't piss off the dwarf.
Yeah, no.
Okay. It's kind of chuckling. You slam your axe and sever his head. Just kind of. Body falls one way. Head's kind of still on the axe.
Torgrim kind of looks at it, just kind of.
But he's dead.
Torgrim kind of looks at the head still stuck on his axe, kind of like tries to smear it off on the ground.
Yeah. Eh.
Just flicks at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else, Torgrim?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. Annabelle, it is your turn.
All right, she's gonna move up a little bit, and morph.
On which one?
Both of
Rolling
them.
on both.
Both ones where? Oh, those two. Gotcha. Alrighty. Making their saves. Let's see.
I'm not sure if being prone does anything to dexterity saving throws.
Disadvantage. So he got a natural 20 and a 19. Sorry. He just kind of rolls out of the way.
He remembers the fire. He doesn't want to get hit again.
Just nope. However, Mr. Goblin gets the 3. So. Ouch. Okay. Mr. Goblin is on fire, and he is not happy about this at all. Actually, he's burning alive and is now dead. As the fire just kind of goes up his legs, and it doesn't have very far to go, and just kind of consumes him. He just kind of stops screaming and falls. Because, 7 hit points is not very much.
Anna's just happy that her fire is working.
I imagine she has a big old dopey grin on her face.
Just, yeah, murder.
Oh god.
Killing in self-defense.
There you go. That's better.
Alrighty. Annabelle, is that your turn?
Just making sure I don't have anything I want to do as a bonus action.
Alrighty.
She's going to just palm the unicorn horn thing and stand ready.
Alrighty. So.
Oh, the orc that's almost surrounded on all sides.
Let's see. Sorry, gotta do. Math is fun, guys. Narcissa.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, that's gonna make it.
Oh, yay.
Oh, alrighty. And that will be 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, shit.
He's not even trying to get up. Just seeing you broke his teeth. He had a nice crown on one of those teeth. He's swiping at you. And it goes right into your side. that is his turn. It's now Eloise's turn.
Eloise is looking at this dude like, what the fuck? And she's gonna swipe at him.
All right, roll with advantage because prone. Good thing
11.
advantage. But it just kind of is like, you know, when a cat's like swiping at a wall but it's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. Just kind of like. It almost looks like she's playing with like furs on him. But yeah. Let's see. Well, that one's dead. That one's also dead. That one's not dead. All right, Mickey, the goblin next to you, is gonna take a swing.
Okay.
What is your AC?
15.
You got a 19.
Oh boy,
Nice.
first damage the bird takes.
Jesus.
Oh, her first
Uh,
scar.
You take 8 points of slashing damage.
8!
It got a 6 on his die, and he has +2.
Oh fuck, Miki's not looking good.
That's
I'm
8
not
points of
looking
slashing
good.
damage. That's.
Oh, walk it off, princess.
Don't
He
even.
finally understands. You are not very tall, just like him. He's used to fighting taller people. So now he swings properly.
She just
Cuts
lets
right
out this
across.
kind of squeaking scream.
It's your turn.
Okay, she is none too happy about this. So once again, trying with that quarterstaff, two-handed.
That does not hit. It goes right off the shield again.
Okay, and then unarmed strike. Damn it!
Again, almost anticipating it. Alright.
She's just standing there, just kind of like, just like she is not having a good time. She's at 1 HP, guys.
Oleg's gonna, try to finish off the dude that's on the ground. Nope.
That, actually, that does hit because advantage hit.
Oh, because advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's brown.
5 again.
You just kind of. This is getting very annoying. You take your knife and you pull his head up and just. Right across his neck.
Okay. Just going to roll something else then. Oh, great. Good.
Oh, oh.
Okay. Oleg changes. His demeanor changes quite a bit. And then he stands up and he's a little bit straighter now. And just sort of... Well, how far away is this dude? Oh yeah, he's moving over there. He's gonna have fun. He's going up there. And he's gonna take one of his hand axe and just slash at the dude. No. Oh, actually, no. Not
That would be with advantage, but it's
yeah,
still
but
not
it's still
gonna.
11.
Yeah. As you bring the hand axe down, he catches it.
Oh, this will be fun.
And it's now his turn. He gets up, and how bright are you? Not very bright. Okay, he's gonna headbutt you. You got a 19 to hit. And
Okay.
this is 1d2 plus a strength modifier because this is an unarmed strike. It's synchronized. Okay, so that's 2. So take 4 points of damage as he headbutts you.
He, instead of like looking like he's in pain, his eyes sort of gleam a little bit and just feral smile on his face. A very feral smile. He's suddenly having a lot of fun.
Narcissa, you're up.
Okay. Feeling a little bit bleh at the moment. But my cat's okay. Nothing's gonna kill my cat at the moment. I'll use 25 feet of my movement to get over car. Can I see the goblin that Mickey is fighting?
Yep, you have line of sight.
Alright. Well, guess what?
Eldritch Blast
He's-
again.
Yeah, he's gonna beat my nice friend Eldritch Blast. Fell.
Yeah. Let me check. I don't.
If a 14 didn't hit him, I don't think a 12's hitting him.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit him. Sadly.
Then I figured
Kind of
not.
goes right over his head. Sadly.
It's more gonna be like so drawing his attention away from the injured bird. Not. Because I don't think I can chuck it down your phone.
I don't believe so. Right. Is that your turn then?
Mhm.
All right. Torgrim,
Yeah,
it is your turn.
I know. I'm going to try and I'm going to move over as fast as my, Torgrim's little dwarf legs can over to Miki. So, but is as far as he can make it. That's about it. That's all I can really do at this point.
You can take your action to dash.
Could I?
Technically speaking, yes, you could.
Okay, but how far?
Your
Uh,
full-
25.
Full movement. So you'd be able to go up to 50 feet.
Okay. Because the distance I travel is 30, and this is just 20, so I'm going to be right there. That's about it. Unless there's anything else I can do, which I don't think I can.
I don't think you have anything else to do, Sad.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, but I'm here.
Yay!
Torgrim's not happy that the little bird friend is hurt.
Annabelle, you are up.
Why is everyone so far apart from each other?
Because no one wants to be near Oleg.
Mm. Yeah.
You all, literally all of you were literally right next to him. Alright, and she's going to, seeing that Miki is very hurt, as opposed to everyone else is simply quite hurt, she's going to rush down there. Miki, don't question this! And she's going to shove a bottle into Miki's beak.
Don't question what else?
And administer a healing draft.
Okay. Because you're doing it so quickly.
It's literally the purpose of this item to use it in battle.
I know.
Action on another person.
But you're just shoving it into her mouth.
I give her a warning.
A very quick one. Miki, you get 8 hit points back. I'm gonna have to look into this later, though.
Okay.
Because that's... If you just, like, cram it down someone's throat... Yeah, so, like, seeing this... As an action, you can get it for them, and then as another action, it has to be drink.
Well, I give it to her,
Okay.
and it will heal 8 hit points when it is used.
Okay.
Yeah, because from what it's saying on the healing draught, it is looking like it is a 2-action thing. It's Eloise's turn.
Okay. Is she really gonna want to go towards Oleg?
One way to find out. Roll a 1d2.
We're still gonna roll an intelligence thing for her, but okay.
That's also fair. Go ahead and roll intelligence. Let's see how smart Cat is.
She was once human, so she has at least some bit of intelligence.
But it's now Cat.
Oh no, poor baby.
Alright. Now this is going to be your call to see what Eloise would probably do at this point.
Seeing that Oleg is not normal Oleg, turn tail and run.
Okay.
like any sane person would do. Any sane cat. So 10 feet down, and this kind of end up like right over here, meowing
Okay.
nervously the entire time.
Meow, 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 meow.
But like you know the worried cat meow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what she's.
The wow, 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 wow. Or that almost sounds like they're saying no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, because she's scared.
Aww.
Okay. It is the last goblin's turn. That's cocked. Is... And you said your AC was 15, correct?
Yes.
It goes right underneath your arm. Almost like he was trying to curve it to cut off your arm. But he misses.
Oh, thank God.
He got a 14 on his strike. It is now your turn, and you do have a healing draught in your hand. But it will take an action to consume it, just so you're aware.
Okay, well.
But you also have friends around you now.
Well, and also martial arts is a bonus action, but I think I have to attack first with that.
You do have to attack. It is. It has to be a quick attack.
Mickey
first.
wants to live. This is the first time she's been this hurt. She wants to live. She is drinking that healing draught.
Alright, you get 8 points of HP back.
Ooh, she's back up to full. Okay. So she just downs it like a shot and just kind of like doesn't know what to do with the bottle, so she just kind of like awkwardly holds it back to Annabelle's like, thanks.
It'll dissolve, don't worry about it.
And it begins to dissolve in your hand, which is kind of creepy.
Elvish glass, it's really useful.
Okay. But yeah, that's Miki's turn. She's back up to full.
Alrighty. So, Oleg.
Wait, real quick. Oh no, got attack of opportunity. Yeah, she's just gonna stay there.
Well, given that the dude on the ground is currently holding his hand axe, he's gonna sort of reef back on it and use that as momentum to try to just right through the chest with his dagger. Nope. Bollocks to it. Try it again.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
that hits.
Oh,
Roll damage, please.
8.
As you're
Max damage.
making it seem like you're trying to press down harder with your hand axe, you go around behind your back, you pull out that dagger, and you slowly just kind of push it into his heart.
Just stare straight into its eyes.
And it just stops.
Wow.
The shaking stops, and he just goes limp. And he is dead. If Roll20 wants to let me do the thing. Come on, Roll20.
Do we still have like one goblin left?
Hmm. He can't
Yeah.
do anything about that though, so he's going to.
Yeah.
And to be honest, So he's gonna use his bonus action to grab that throwing dagger that missed.
All right. You.
I just sort of hang on. How far? Sorry, give me 2 seconds. We sort of slowly walk. Slowly walk this way after he grabs his dagger. And that's his
Alright.
turn.
Narcissa, is your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. I'm debating if I want to expend my only spell slot. But I'm probably not. I'll do myself a Toll the Dead.
Wisdom save of 14.
Yep.
You got a 17. Sorry.
Fuck! That would have been 9 points of damage. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying.
It's all good. It's all good.
Gonna move. I'm gonna move closer to my cat.
Just kind of mine.
It's like, okay, I'm getting out of line of fire, and I'm just gonna move closer to the bush, and that's my turn.
You pick up the bush.
Yeah, I comfort the bush.
Alright. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to comfort the bush.
Alright. Starts purring. Sorghum.
I'm gonna slash at the goblin. I don't like the fact that he hurt Mickey.
Oh.
Okay, roll damage. And it's dead.
Finally!
You just kind of pull the axe up and just a moment of pause, and then just kind of splits like a zipper falling down. Dead.
Well then.
Nice job, guys.
I start petting the cat, going, "Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl who let us know that there was danger?"
Eloise is currently licking the blood off of her paws.
Such a good
All
cat.
right, who's dying? I'll start you on the way of recovery.
Narcissa just raises the hand.
I'm good now.
Come
Thank
again.
you.
Anna's just gonna start pulling out the healing draft.
Oleg's gonna sort of stand there for a moment. The whatever it was that was
Robot.
going on with
Robotic
my
heart.
balls.
I love how the
Okay.
oddballs came out perfectly.
I find that if I swear at Discord, it works. Oleg's just sort of gonna look like whatever it was that was affecting him past, sort of. He's gonna sheath his weapons and go back up this way and start looting.
So from what I am reading with this healing drop, Miki can't get one again because she's already had one. She has to
Yeah,
finish
she
a
has
long
to take
rest.
a long rest before she can
Yes.
drink it again.
So everyone gets one essentially.
Mhm.
One a
One per
day.
day.
Okay.
Yeah, that 8-1 was towards Narcissa.
All right.
Yes, because she was the first.
I won't take the healing drop. I'm actually doing pretty fine after using my second wind. So
If you're
I'll
doing
keep that
fine,
going.
don't take this yet. It's for getting you back up off the ground.
Yeah, Miki's back up to full, so she's fine.
Yeah, man. Up to...
Torgrim kind of lifts his axe out of like body. He just kind of chopped in half. Just kind of looks at the blood, sheathes it, and time to start looting.
There's a little bit of brain matter around the edge of it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Honestly, I'm actually
fine.
gonna run to catch up with Oleg before he just walks off.
So let's see here.
Narcissa and Eloise are going to take the one that Eloise cut the ankle of.
Eloise is currently nibbling at side ankle.
We don't eat people.
Miki's gonna check over the one that she killed at the start of battle.
Okay. You find that net, Mickey, easily enough. I would like everyone who's searching the body to roll a survival check.
Do I need to roll 2 given that there's 2 there, or?
One for everything you're gonna be looking for.
Okay.
Alright.
Would I have advantage because I have a cat helping me?
You are roboting, sir.
I've got
What's Eloise's intelligence? Because honestly, if Eloise is not very smart, I would imagine she's probably going to be like scratching at the furs or something.
Trying to eat them.
Yeah, it depends how smart she is, honestly.
She has an intelligence of 2.
She's starting to play with some of the furs on this fella.
Alright, so I'll just run my normal survival then.
Oleg, you find 6 silver pieces.
Okay. That's all right.
Torgrim, you've got 5 copper and a silver that you can pocket. Miki, you find you find a singular gold piece as well as that net. It's actually a nice, decently well constructed net.
She will take that and the gold piece.
Narcissa, you find 2 silver pieces and a kind of a decent dagger. It's not like a normal metal one. It looks like it's made out of carved stone, and its handle is a bone, like an elk, like a deer.
I have 7 daggers.
It's what he had on him.
So what? 2 silver and a dagger.
Yeah. Sorry, he does not have very. This is a roving band of goblins and orcs. They do not have much. Annabelle, you find about 3 silver.
Honestly, I wasn't even expecting her to find anything with that roll.
I have 7 pounds on me, and that's 3 daggers.
I will say right now would be a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bio break, everyone.
Yeah. Take 5, everyone. 5 to 10.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Be back in a minute.
I need my chickens to shut up so I can talk.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Hi, chat, whoever is watching. I don't have to use the bathroom, so I'm just gonna stay here.
I just love the fact that one, I beheaded someone and then I cut somebody in half.
Listen, the cat helped a lot. She's a useful familiar.
My chemical formulas are only so useful, but they are helpful in a pinch.
Listen, you've inspired me to make my own alchemist.
It is a fun subclass, but you have got to be aware of the fact that half the time your stuff is not going to work because it is DC based.
Yeah. I made myself a goblin artificer whose alchemical chemicals she knows is alchemist fire, alchemical acid. She knows the healing draft and the tanglefoot bag.
She's a higher level than Annabelle.
She's level 4.
Annabelle's a measly level 1.
And her way of dispensing it is through basically what is a Nerf gun.
I mean, I don't have something fancy like that. I just throw bottles.
I just toss bottles.
Also made a reference to a different thing with the elven glass.
I have no idea what that thing was.
Yeah, not sure where anyone got that one.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in the that's gonna watch this does. I don't know. I forgot to put in my racial cantrip. That is important.
I'm back.
Okay.
Oh,
just talking.
Danny, did you get the elven glass reference I just made?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You just watched. I thought you just watched TFS at the table, so I thought it would work.
Oh, now I
going
get
on?
it. Now I get it.
I'm confused. What's going on? I don't like to be left in the dark.
I was making when I said the bottle's just gonna dissolve. Don't worry, the bottle's just gonna dissolve. It's elven glass. In the podcast for TFS at the table, they have basically a material in that world which is glass that shatters very easily but reforms into its original shape.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of what I imagine the various alchemical bottles Annabelle uses are made of. To just explain away why she never runs out of bottles.
For some reason, I'm imagining the inside of her bag is like some weird like soda machine dispenser, but with like alchemical fire. Alchemical fire.
I mean, Danny mentioned it before. It's very akin to Go-Go's purse
Honey
from Big
Lemon.
Hero 6. Why did I say Go-Go? Honey Lemon's purse from Big Hero 6.
I know, but it just makes me giggle at the mental image of it. There's like a mini soda machine in your bag, but instead of soda, it's fire.
I mean, well, it depends on the type of soda you're drinking. It can feel like fire. I'm just imagining that occasionally when she goes to reach in, there's going to be 2 vials instead of 1. Which makes me wonder if I can improve my bag in the future.
Probably because you get to learn more alchemical formula.
Well, I mean more than just learning the more formulas, but actually being able to improve the bag in some way.
Make it big.
That is the thing I'll have to talk tonight about.
Hello.
Hello.
I get the minor illusion.
You had the conversation, I assume, Night Hunter?
Of what?
I don't know, maybe improving the bag at some point in the future, down the line.
Yes, there is potential. I mean, you can always pay someone for it, or you could always kind of tinker around.
I am proficient in tinkering tools.
This is true, but this is also a magical item. If memory serves me correct. Or
It
is this?
is, but I also make magical items.
You get to learn. You get to make one next level.
Yes, and I'm very hotly debating what item I should make.
When I think of tinkering tools, I'm more for like more mechanical means. So if something like in terms of like locks or things like that, or creating
Lock
something
robots.
that not just that, but like things that more so involve with like wood and metal, stuff like that.
I understand that. I was just joking because you said tinkering, and I have
This is
tinkering
fair.
tools.
This is true.
You can do a. I forgot that level 2 is a bag. One of your options is a bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm debating between a bag of holding, the cap of water breathing, and the goggles of night.
I think the goggles of night are going to be the most useful.
They're probably the most useful, but it's a case where I have to think about what items I could just buy and what item would be better to make.
My artificer that I made, my main one, she made a bag of holding, but it's a fanny pack of holding.
Fanny pack of holding.
Yes. So she looks like every dad on vacation ever.
I
like
did
that.
also notice something that is kind of scary. I could technically make every single one of you one of these bags.
Oh.
Jesus.
Because I can just make another one with 100 gold pieces of leather, glass, and raw materials.
But we'd probably need to have
Robot.
the
Robot,
training to know how to.
the heaviest of robots.
One moment.
When I eventually get to make my
Drinking
mechanical
energy.
companion, Andy needs to voice it.
But what? What?
Is everyone enjoying the session so far?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
confused. I heard my name.
I was making a joke because you roboted that whenever I get to make my mechanical companion, you need to voice it.
Oh.
So I don't think, technically speaking, that I can make it talk, but we'll see.
There are ways.
Just make it say one word and I can do it over.
Well, I'm not going to make Dodie.
Anyway, are we all back or are we still waiting on someone?
Mm-hmm. I think, possibly.
Is
Lizard?
everyone's here? Oh, so the fight is over. We've licked your wounds and collected your prizes. Back in formation, I assume.
Yeah.
Righty. And just
Left.
as
Am I roboting?
yeah, a little bit cutting in and out. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's probably. Alright. Should be.
Alright. So I will read off the order we had last time. So if anyone does want to change their spot in the order, do let me know. At the front we have Oleg. Afterwards we have Mickey. And then Torgrim. Narcissa.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Annabelle.
Mhm.
And Eloise is taking up the rear.
Eloise is in my arms.
Eloise is in your arms. Alright.
And then she's gonna go back on her spot on.
I just imagine you're kind of like holding her so her like head is over your shoulder so she can look behind you.
Yeah. It's like holding a baby so like they can burp, but like they burp on your back.
Just so everyone is aware, you know it's Eloise, but it's still just a giant bush of
I
like
took the
massive
bush off.
leaves.
She's
I
ugly.
took the bush off my cat.
Oh.
But can you
cat
take
has-
the cat out
your
of the bush?
Your cat has managed to keep one leaf on her head. Just kind of sitting there.
She
I'm
looks so
Leaf, you
like some
can't
sort
see
of.
me.
She looks like some sort of Pokemon.
Like Chikorita.
Oh God.
Oleg,
Aye.
how you feeling?
A little bit beat up. And you like see blood like just running down his arms.
Well, that
And
won't
there's
do.
the arrow's still sort of in his chest as well.
That won't do.
He's
She's
not entirely that stupid. He's just like, I will wait until we finish and then I will reef this thing out of my chest.
from metagame perspective, how are you?
He's just under half health. 6 of 13.
All right then. Why is it anytime I give Oleg the healing draft, it only gives him one?
Oh no.
And then 10 more arrows fall to Oleg's face. No, I'm kidding.
Well, she's going to offer him the unhealing draft.
Not quite as good as that route you gave me, but thank you.
Oh yeah, here, have another one. And she'll hand him another.
Alright. He's just gonna. Oh, no, I do not have 10 of those. I have 1. He's just gonna put that in his bag, just like in a little pouch on his belt.
Oh,
He's not
also,
gonna-
by the
he's
way,
not gonna calm down on it yet.
I was gonna make this as a joke, but kind of moved on quickly. I was gonna say, as she was giving him letting him drink the healing draft, she was gonna grab the arrow and pull it out.
As he's busy uncorking it, you just yank it out.
Takes a point of damage.
At
Honestly,
least I
that-
didn't hurt you.
Honestly, that's not too far off from what would actually probably happen. You're forcibly
that's why
removing
he's-
that object.
That's why he's leaving
Well,
it there
if it's in
until
his
they
chest,
get
you
a long
can't push it
rest.
through. That would be worse.
No, but he has a dagger and he can slice around it and pull it out. He doesn't know if it's like
Annabelle,
he doesn't know if it's like a hunting arrow or if it's just like a straight up.
From what you
Designed to off
feel, it
someone.
is a hunting arrow.
Yeah, like
Oh,
if he
no.
notices that, he's just gonna be
well,
like, "No,
I didn't get
don't
to
you
do
dare."
that anyway since we moved on, so it didn't happen.
Good. Good. He will whenever they go bed down for the night. He will like slice it out carefully.
Ours,
But, yeah.
God damn it. I would like 2 people in the cat to roll a perception check, please. God damn it.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Just thinking about you with this giant arrow in your chest. Just walking forward like nothing's wrong.
20.
Why do you have advantage?
I'm assuming that's
No,
a
it's
cat.
a cat.
I am Eloise.
And she's a hawk. Hawks normally have advantage on
But she's a
Perception
cat
check.
right now, though.
it's only the disguise self spell.
Okay.
Well,
Remember?
that's a weird thing, because don't you keep picking her up as if she's a cat, so that she's not disguised, she's altered?
Well, it's a hat of disguise self that I have that is able to turn both me and her into something, depending on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Without
It's just
talking about
Eloise so used to be
far.
top. Eloise is used to being picked up so awkwardly. It's just
Okay.
Oleg's got nothing.
Alright. Would you mind if I rolled perception?
Sorry.
Oh no, we can roll one more person.
Yeah, no,
I was
yeah,
just wondering if
you guys
I was
are.
just wondering if anybody else wanted to. Otherwise, I'm going to.
Annabelle is back into the map.
Alright, so
Head down. I do have one question about that map. If Annabelle was to look up, would it be kind of like Google Street View or something?
I mean, So what essentially it is it's a map of the surrounding area, and it moves with you. So
Okay.
essentially, wherever you currently are, like she knows if she were to like get lost from the party, she could just pull the map out and find where you guys are going.
Yeah, basically, Crazy Taxi Arrow points her in the right direction and is locked with her in the center of the map. Or rather, with the map itself in the center of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably really weird if anyone were behind her and looking over her shoulder, considering the picture on the map is moving.
Mm. Yeah.
But she's always at the back of the party.
As you all proceed to move forward, Eloise is currently just like scanning per usual. Oleg, your mind is
the arrow.
yeah, your mind's elsewhere, kind of thinking more so about that thing protruding out of your chest. You know, the thing that hurts when you breathe.
Mm.
Torgrim, you're looking around, trying to keep watch for more shit like this. You're looking and you're seeing more spots where it could have happened. Like, when I say that, I mean little holes in the ground where someone could potentially pull like a small wooden plank that has leaves and stuff on it, like woven onto it, and just like hide in the ground to jump out. But they are open and exposed, and there is nothing in. What you guess is they probably thought of a few different places, but it looks like something bigger couldn't fit into a goblin-sized hole, so they decided to scrap the idea and just hide in the trees.
Alright. Obviously,
Okay.
their plan failed because they all died.
One would think, yes. Let's see.
Sorry, my internet pooped out for a moment.
No, you're good. As you're continuing on the path, there's nothing, no issues, no more ambushes that come up. It is now 8 o'clock, and it's starting to get dark. It is. You do have the option to continue on forward a little bit longer to gain a little bit, or you can choose to rest now. It's up to you.
Annabelle's just gonna look up from her map, just like, we really need to get horses.
We do, but that also means that we have to pay for feed and stables and the like.
I mean, I can literally make unlimited oats. If I do not focus and ask this bag for food, it will literally pour oats on my face.
Interesting, but I think we should really at least bed down for the night.
I agree.
Because our courageous leader over there has not taken the arrow from his fucking chest, and he's gonna end up killing himself by not doing it.
Oh, I'm touched by your concern.
She rolls her eyes.
If they do stop, he's just going to sit down on a log or something and pull his dagger out and start sort of slicing around the flesh to pull the arrow out.
Alrighty. Your map has not had anything yet. You thought it did, however, upon closer inspection, it is blood. From not from you, but other things.
Just, whose blood is this? I literally was not near anyone getting hit. What do y'all's got, high blood pressure or something?
Oleg,
around Oleg, I do.
arrows with blood just squirting out of the arrow wound. I have no idea what you're talking.
Jesus,
He's
I hope this.
slicing, looks up, accidentally like nicks through something. Just oh, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I just don't know if this will come off. I don't think you can wash paper.
Lick it.
Not easily, at least. She's going to, away from the party a little bit, take her glove off and clean the map with her one thing she can.
Okay. Simple enough. Gets it all off of there. I imagine we are bedding down for camp then.
Yep,
Yeah.
setting up camp, making sure Narcissus is close to Torgrim.
All right. I imagine
She
Jim
needs her
Bonfire.
emotional support to work.
I imagine Gemma Bonfire is getting pulled. Fire's being
Yeah.
made.
After she comes back to camp, she'll toss it towards the middle of the camp and wait for everyone to get set up before igniting it.
Alrighty.
Narcissus is going to test out turning herself, disguising herself as an orc and then a goblin with a hat.
There is a few moments where you're kind of looking and it's Torgrim, you're looking at this, it's like, this is getting very weird. This is getting very weird. There's a somewhat taller goblin and a somewhat normal-sized orc. It's very strange, and there's still a cat bird that is sitting on said creatures.
Cat bird. Cat bird.
And then Narcissus will take off the hat and put it back on Eloise.
Meow.
I think it's a lot better than it. You like being a cat?
Kind of just walks over and sits by the fire, kind of staring at it. The fire is currently horrifyingly reflecting in her eyes.
Don't you dare walk into that fire.
Scooches closer to the fire. Stares at Narcissa. Kind of puts a paw closer toward the fire.
I don't care if you don't get hurt, but you still don't need to walk right into it.
Does your
Walks a bit
bird
closer.
normally fly into fire? Bird, cat, thing.
Eloise
Familiar?
is my familiar in the way.
Alrighty then.
Slightly
So does
sticks
it
its
normally
tongue out.
walk into fire?
It's complicated, but get your paw out of the fire.
Slowly scooches forward, sticks tongue out.
Let's go over and scoop her up and put her back down.
Kind of starts like reaching toward the fire.
Well, before your bird decides to eviscerate itself in flames,
Emily,
anyone
is the
got
word you're looking for.
suggestions? Well, thank you, Miki.
Dude, I said that out of character.
I was talking in character. All right. Anyways, anyone got any suggestions for what I should try to make for dinner?
Oh, it's just gonna pull some rations out and just be like, I'm fine, and just sort of keep going at the arrow. Like most.
I'll
of the
make you
way
some of
there.
those.
While you're doing that, please make a medicine check.
Oh, great! With like, I think I've got a 1 in that.
I mean,
maybe?
you're kind of carving into your chest with a knife. Try to pull an arrow out.
I mean, like he's trying to cut around it so that he can pull it out without ripping too much.
Yes, but there's also the natural 20. Never mind.
He's done this
Look,
before.
he's done this before. Have you not seen all the other puncture wounds on him?
You're like, okay, walk in the park. You take out like two knives, kind of push them in, and start like kind of jimmying it out. It's like, there we go.
Yep.
And you
Done.
look down. Oh, look, same spot as the last one.
Yeah, that's probably why it was so easy. All that scar tissue.
Just start sewing it up all normal. Just no,
Yeah,
it's good.
Yep. He's gonna
Wipe your hands off. It's all good.
he's gonna put the arrow in his pack. Just hold on to it.
This
Just
is
for
mine
mine,
When
I
they
now.
get to the next. Yeah. No, he's gonna use it as evidence whenever they get to the next town. How much light would there be?
At this point in time, it's probably taken you about half an hour to get everything all set up. to get your bedrolls, food getting ready, so on and so forth. So it's probably going to be about 9. 8:39.
I would like
Okay,
to.
so fairly dark, or just
Oh, getting
sunset,
dark.
or okay. Because at that point he looked at Annabelle. He's be like, "Do you still wish to train?"
Yeah, I do. Just getting food ready for everyone, or at least seeing if I can.
Of course. And he's just gonna grab his staff and sort of walk off to the side, just munching on a ration. He's fine.
Narcissus is gonna send Eloise after him.
All right, so we got a request for fish. Anything else? I got 2 charges left that I can use to make food.
I just see the ones
I mean,
to go to the
Torgrim will
fire.
eat kind of anything. He's not too picky, so fish is fine.
I mean, specific kind of fish, because I could literally make anything you let me imagine. With some amount of error depending on how complicated it is.
What
Fire
kind of
roasted fish.
I mean, at that point, I'll just make raw fish and we can roast it on the fire.
Yeah. Salmon.
All right, then. I know what a salmon is. Also know what a rainbow trout is, and I tried to bite one's head off. Did not work. All right, so charisma check to see if I can make just lots of fish.
Alrighty, go for it. You make about 7 decently sized fish. It's like, okay, focusing. 1 fish. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh no. At this point, one of them's just kind of like flopped onto your head because there's not enough space in the bag. Just gotta. But you have fish. Decently,
Alright, then.
7 decently sized salmon.
So she's just going to, like a magician, like, wave the hand over the bag, show there's nothing in the bag, start staring into the bag very intensely, give it a couple, like, eyebrow cocks to be like, hey, you gonna do this for me? And suddenly fish.
You're all thinking, I wonder if it's actually gonna. Oh.
Behold, I have made fish. If this were in a modern setting, you could call me Jesus.
And then the tail.
How is it still alive? Well, I guess I asked for literally raw fish, so... Who wants the live one?
Narcissus is gonna set up a over the fire.
Are all of them just kind of like whole fish that we have to like skin and like get the bones?
I
out of?
imagine I probably got like already gutted fish since I literally.
These have been gutted fish. These are pretty much. They have been descaled. So they're kind of just the fillets of meat, but you do have to debone them. They've been
Yeah.
descaled, but deboned.
I have daggers.
They're just ready to be cooked already.
Pretty much, yeah.
Although, to be honest, okay, this is the out of character my work head. You just roast a whole, you can just pull the skin off. Like, you can pull the flesh off. Like, yes,
Yeah.
there might be the occasional pin bone, but that's about all you have to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We just roast.
Yeah.
Also, tiefling literally just eat the bone. Bone is part of their diet. So yeah, she'll just hand the fish off before going with Oleg to train.
He's not like that far away. He's like still near the thing. He's just off to the side in like a clear space.
Narcissus
So yeah,
is
let
gonna
the
set up
fish
the spit roast.
What's that?
Narcissus is setting up the spit roast over the fire to do the fish. Alex, not a chef. Fight me.
No, not that. That's not where I was. That's not what I was thinking.
PG, man, PG.
I never said anything.
Yes, but we know you.
Mm.
All right, so
This is true. We do know who you are.
I would like to show a trick to Miki and Torgrim then,
Do what?
as I'm doing. I would like to show a trick to Miki and Torgrim then, as I'm doing up dinner.
Okay, well, Miki's
All
not
right.
paying attention at the moment. She's actually checking the contract.
I mean,
So,
Torgrim's kind of interested in like cleaning off the blood and the little bits of brain matter on his blade, but like time to spare to watch Narcissa do something.
Miki, you notice that your contract has changed. Underneath the main objective, going to Valthaya and finding Thilvin there, there's a couple bullet points, actually.
Okay.
The first one is to warn Steel Harbor about the incoming burrower, and underneath it there is a small asterisk, and then by said asterisk it says services paid.
Okay.
And then next is clearing trailhead from Steel Harbor to that cannot talk. God damn it. To clearing trailhead from Steel Harbor to Novat.
Okay.
And it says next to it in bracket orc raiding party. And check.
Oh,
Okay.
And those are the current changes. That is all.
Okay. Just kind of look at that and just like tilt her head to one side then the other. Then, contract changed.
really? I pull up my see.
You see this as well.
Well, hopefully you get paid for killing a bunch of.
Just have to wait and see, I guess.
And Miki, would you like to see something?
Sure.
Okay, so kind of gather them near the fire, and I have Eloise in my lap. There you go. I've known this since I was a very young girl, but I practiced is going to put her together and use minor illusion, small illusion of what Eloise looked like as a tiefling. That can stand in.
Go ahead and describe her if you wish.
Okay, so when Narcissa kind of pulls her hands up, you see a purple-skinned tiefling, not as light as Mollymock, but actually much darker. Her horns curve back and then down. She wears very loose-fitting clothing. She has like a brilliant smile on her face. Think very like Aladdin-style clothing. She has a rapier in each hand and a tail that is flicking back and and though it makes no sound, it looks like she's having the time of her life.
Miki is just staring at this fascinated.
Torgrim's pretty interested in like who Eloise was back then, because like how did this tiefling turn into Narcissus familiar? Is what's going through his head.
How's Eloise herself acting? Did the DM go bye-bye?
Sorry, was trying to could not hear what was stated last. Sorry.
How's Eloise herself acting herself?
She's just kind of staring. Just kind of not like she's not moving. She's just kind of staring. And you can see the reflection of the Eloise you have made with minor illusion just dancing in her eyes as well.
And she leaves behind no matter so my best entire.
You were roboting and cutting out.
Ah! One moment. Alright. How am I now?
Better.
Better.
Alright. So she kind of leans down and scritches Ellie. No matter what, you're still my best friend in the entire world. Would you like to see some others? And she's going to then show them Kaida and Kaori. Kaida is a male tiefling. He is a bit more gray-skinned. His hair is cut short. He has one broken on his left side. He has an axe on his back, and he looks like he means it. And then when she shows you Kaori, yeah, he looks, even in like the smaller form that's standing in her hand, still very tall. Dressed in all blacks. His skin is also gray, but his horns they curve awkwardly, but they kind of curve up, so they stick up from his head, and he looks like a guy you don't want to meet in a back alley.
Ah.
My closest. They were my friends. Along. Now I have new. And
Andy, you keep cutting out.
Yeah.
I don't know when I cut it out. That's okay.
I think it's the volume you're speaking at is what's making you cut out.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. Okay, I'll try to speak louder.
Yeah, you're sounding a lot better already.
Alright. So,
Either that, or if you can move the microphone a little bit closer to you, you can drop your voice.
I mean, how's this?
Good.
So, Narcissus like looking down at Eloise in her lap and says, "My friends are really long. Know each other since we were kids, and oh, that time has passed. I have new friends. I'd like to think. At least I still like."
Night has fallen.
And can we, like, while that's happening, can Oleg be attempting to teach Annabelle more?
Yes. I will
Okay.
have you both roll your intelligence checks. And remember, your DC has now increased to 15 because
Do
of
you
that
mind if
natural
I-
20.
That's not good enough.
So I was going to say, he's basically going to be attempting to teach her to fight with two blades now. So he's going to walk off to the side, and as she walks over, he's just going to look at her and just draw both of them.
All right then. And she's going to pull.
The two blades, while separated, are lighter in your hands now.
Oh, shame that I rolled poorly and he rolled well.
Oh, this is what he's good at.
Ultima.
He's going to stand there and just, you see one hand over his right shoulder and the other's below the left side of his staff, and he's He's going to move his hands away, and suddenly there's two swords in his hands. And if you look at our group chat, that is what they look like.
Ooh, very nice.
Only the one on the left is, well, at the edge of the blade, it's a dark silver color, and as it goes back up towards the spine, it changes to a more midnight purple sort of color, like a very, very deep purple. And there's inscribed on that one, like engraved into it, little all the stages of the moon, from waxing to waning. And the other one at the blade is a bright gold color, and darkening towards a more brassy golden color as it gets to the spine of that blade. And along that are several suns also engraved into it. And he's going to look at her and just sort of slowly start trying to explain to her the difference between using one sword and using two, and the concentration and spatial awareness that is required for.
As you are kind of instructing Annabelle as to how to best position both the swords to give yourself more working room for movement as well as strikes, it's a little rough. Whereas trying to only mind one sword, you have that much more flexible range of movement. However, with the two, it's got that difficulty of trying to make sure you don't overextend or underextend coming into contact with the other blade. You try and instruct her on how to do a few kind of almost scissor-like swipes, try and broad movements, but every time you try and swing forward, your blades kind of crack and they bounce off of each other. And every time that happens, you point out the bouncing of the blades leaves your chest exposed. You're not arcing enough. You overextending your right hand or left hand, not far enough away to provide enough distance. You also point out that the movements are going to be much different, as broader strokes and quicker slashing is good for the single sword. You have to be mindful of spatial awareness of your party members as well. Now that you're minding two blades as one, it is hard. It is very, very tedious work, and every now and then you almost kind of get a little bit of a nick. Your blades kind of bounce off of each other a few times. A few sparks fly. It's not as easy as learning with the single sword. That is for sure.
Honestly, I'm not used to trying to get my hands to do the same thing with each other. I'm used to having my hands do two completely separate tasks at the same time.
Well, then that gives me an idea for what I can teach you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's going to sort of, at the end of the session, he's going to sort of step back and bow to her with the blade sort of half crossed over his chest and resheath them.
She's not exactly sure the significance of the gesture, but she'll copy it as best she can.
He's gonna walk back towards the fire and, like, with the sheath sword still across his back, just walk back towards the fire and sit down there, like just sort of on his swag, just sit on that and stare at the fire for a little while.
I pass him fish.
He's already eaten. He's just.
You
I'm
get
good.
fish.
Eat the fish.
Eat the
I've
fish.
already eaten, child. I'm fine. Thank you. Keep it for tomorrow.
The plate's still sitting there.
He's not going to touch it.
Eloise
Okay.
kind of makes her way over and starts eating the fish,
Yeah.
not looking away from Oleg's face while consuming the fish.
Don't touch my cat.
Why would I?
I have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
He's just going to get into his swag and just be like, wake me in about 8 hours. And just go to bed. Like, he's just literally going to fall asleep.
I'm
Right.
gonna tell the cat to sit on him.
So, what's the watch order?
I'll take first watch.
I was gonna
I'll
take
take-
first watch. Fuck you, Andy.
Annabelle will take
Actually,
the
honest-
watch closest to morning, so she'll actually have some light.
Okay.
Oleg will take the second last one.
So, okay, lovebirds, roll a d20 to see who gets to take it.
Miki's gonna take a watch regardless, so.
Alright. Andy, ladies first.
11.
20!
Alright.
It's just Narcissa and Torgrim staring daggers at each other.
Annabelle will offer 2 small twigs and tell them to pick one. And Torgrim gets the short twig, so he goes first.
He gets the watch. If Anna, Miki, and Oleg are all going to be taking watch, there'll only be one more watch need to be taken, so Narcissa could get to sleep through the night. Because only 4 watches are needed, I think, is how we've been running this.
Yeah, 4 watches are the only ones that are needed. So we have
Well,
Torgrim and Narcissa who want to take watches, unless anyone else wants to.
You
Yeah,
know, given
with
they
the
could just
drawing it,
both
then
take
would
the
it?
first watch.
True.
That's true.
Yeah, we can just about take the first one.
Okay.
Oh.
So, since you two are taking the first watch, who is taking the second?
Annabelle said she wanted to take the pre-dawn one, and Oleg's the second to last, so Miki will take second watch. I'm just going based off of what was said before.
Hmm.
Oh, how adorable. Everyone's taking watch. Good. Good. Okay. Torgrim and Narcissa.
Mm-hmm.
You can either both roll a perception check, or give one of the people advantage.
I have a really good question.
Oh, I want to roll perception either way.
I'll give him advantage.
Alright.
He doesn't get much in life.
19.
Wow.
This is why I like rolling perception. I have a +4 to it.
I have a +5.
Torgrim, you're not entirely certain, but you see movement. It's very faint, but it's almost like
Pissed off another forest warden.
it's almost like someone just walking in the woods at night, very slowly, kind of lazily, but also with a little bit of purpose in the step. But you can't make out any features. It seems that they are wearing a cloak of some kind.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the figure and kind of like get Narcissa's attention. You know?
Yeah, well, I'm here. I'm sitting right next to you.
Torgo's gonna like kind of point out to the darkness where he sees it and tell Narcissa like, I kind of see a figure walking about over there. Suspicion.
since I have my bird with me, I have an idea. I'm going to kind of take the hat off of her so she's now a hawk
Okay.
to tell her and have her fly over in that area and take a look down.
Double check something. Trying to look downward.
Yeah, she'd be like flying into the treetops and then like around where the figure was that Tor pointed out and kind of go and look down.
Okay. I will have you roll a perception check with disadvantage because it's nighttime and she does not have dark vision, so just a straight roll.
15.
Night, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Let's see here. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. As she takes off, kind of flies around, circles that area. She lands on a nearby branch to where the figure is walking. It's a red cloak. They're just walking. There's no change in direction. It's like they're walking past your campsite. There's no one else, and there's just one person. However, you still can't make any sort of features or anything out. The cloak is still obscuring.
Just gonna have kind of tell Torgrim the information that I see for Eloise.
Alright.
Should I roll a
Where?
stealth check for the bird?
Yes.
Ah!
Ouch.
Sorry.
Figure stops. Still silence. It's not moving anymore. Slowly turns to where Eloise is sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking direct. Are you still looking through her vision?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. What you see is a figure roughly 5'6", 5'7". The only thing you can really make out are their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Very stark blue color. And it's very strange because it's almost as if these eyes are projecting light, whereas the rest of this thing's body is absorbing it. So you
Is
just
it
see
like is it like no sclero or like just really blue eyes?
just completely no sclera, just completely blue eyes, nothing else. It's just staring at Elise.
I'm gonna have her hop a little closer, see what it does.
It takes a step closer toward her.
I have her go up like within about 10 feet of it.
I need her to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah!
No.
The bird fell down.
Every time.
Oh no.
You can tell the closer you're getting, the colder it's getting near this thing, and Eloise getting closer is making her kind of shake because of the cold.
I have her. Then back up. Very wary. Creature.
It keeps looking, and then its head tilts and turns.
I will copy the same motion.
Please. Need to check something.
I have no idea what the fuck we're doing, guys, but
Look, just try to
Like-
stay safe, alright? Take it
Something
nice and
spooky.
slow.
Are you sure you're playing Narcissa and not Neri right now?
Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, but with you using Eloise to look through, you cannot see anything yourself. You can only see through her.
give me one moment. Can you see the
Roboting.
Raven's eyes?
I'm looking at the stats for it. No, she can still see through her own eyes. It does not say that she is blinded or deafened while using that sight. It's not like a familiar.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. Am I good?
yes.
Alright.
Oh, forgive me. It did have dark. Eloise did have dark vision. The Raven itself that I just got on the roll 20 did not say it had.
Yeah,
Sorry
she's a
about
special. She's a special.
You would still notice this,
Mhm.
and Torgrim, you would notice this as well. You feel cold, and you look, and you see white or not white. You see blue eyes staring at you from the woods.
I don't like this.
And that's where we're ending tonight.
I don't know what we encountered, but like, I hope it doesn't kill my bird.
I mean, it's looking at us now, so I think your bird's fine.
And it's just us to encounter it.
You can wake everyone up.
I don't think we want to start a group panic that there's something staring at us from the woods.
Well, no, but if it attacks you, scream.
Well, yeah, but like I'm not gonna like wake up the rest of the party because there's something there and have like Oleg be like, well, why'd you wake us up if there's no danger?
I will say this: it is 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I will also say that's not going to be his reaction, but yeah.
I like ending on cliffhangers, don't you guys?
Oh my god.
Okay.
It certainly makes us expect what could happen next time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love that it's the lovebirds that found it too.
Yeah.
At least it's not one person on watch; it's at least two.
Yeah. Double your chances of survival. I mean, noticing things.
I mean, look, we all know what a dwarf's movement speed is, and we all know what a tiefling's movement speed is. If it comes to it, you can just run away.
No, they're still at the campsite.
Yeah.
They have not left.
No, the first rule of survival is run faster than the slowest person.
This is true.
Sorry, Torgrim. I love you, but
Also, can
I
I
gotta
just-
Level 1. Level 1.
oh,
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you guys.
Yeah.
I doubt.
yeah, that is where we're gonna pick up next week.
Can I just ask out of character, what armor does Torgren have?
Leather armor.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you were like,
He's
yeah,
got
I've got
leather
13.
armor, and I imagine not very much dexterity.
I
Yeah.
mean, my dex is 14,
+2.
and I have
Yeah, that
a
makes sense, yeah.
total of 14 hit points. Well, maximum.
I mean, fuck, if I'd have known that, I would have just given you my chain shirt.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So how did everyone like the session?
Oh,
it's
lots.
Interesting.
I
And
beheaded somebody and chopped someone in half. I feel good.
my fire worked.
Mickey almost died.
I fixed
Narcissus
that.
almost died.
I continuously prove that I can't heal Oleg.
Well, welcome to fight. Welcome to encounters where you're facing actually smart enemies that are not mindless
mean-
animals.
I mean, well, A, Oleg went into a bit of a bloodlust. B, he... oh, excuse me. B, he's happy that, Narcissa and co did not see his swords. Because he can only assume that that would not go down well.
I mean, Sherry does
Uh,
not have a high opinion of Oleg at the moment.
She's never had a
Torgrim
high
honestly
opinion of
doesn't
Oleg, let's be
care.
honest here.
Okay, yeah,
No,
let's be honest.
When I say Narcissa and Co, I mean like Narcissa and Miki. Because of everyone, if you guys were to roll like knowledge history or something like that, probably, well, Miki would definitely have advantage on it. Narcissa possibly.
Would Annabelle have to roll, considering she's kind of a studied girl?
Not in terms of. I would say yes, you would. Not in terms of. You're more
I mean,
so
like,
studying
what
the format of magic, as opposed to anything else. So you know mostly about items that are specifically magical, but considering they appear to be just swords, and you've casted. I think you've casted. I think you've only casted Identify, not Detect Magic.
I've used detect magic before.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
you did.
didn't ping, so you would not have. You wouldn't know.
Would, since Torgrim is kind of like a smith, would he know what these swords are made out of, or like where their origins come from?
You
roll for it.
you would have to
You'd
roll
have to
for it.
see.
Not now, but later.
Oh, I definitely will roll for it.
Not now.
Mm.
I know,
Yeah.
not now.
Yeah, because
Alright.
currently Annabelle's the only one that's seen them.
I was distracting everybody with my story.
Mm. I'm like everything I gave Annabelle is just like that's the obvious stuff, like how they stay in the sheaths, all that sort of thing. That's probably something that Annabelle would be more interested in than where did they come from.
She honestly
can
don't
only
care
assume.
where they come from. She just cares that you're teaching her.
Yeah.
Torgrim would probably be interested in the material and its craftsmanship more than anything, because Smith.
Yeah. And like Mickey, I don't know if Mickey was going to roll knowledge history. I would honestly say she would have advantage.
She would. She would end up having
and-
advantage. I can confirm.
Just because
Sorry?
of raised by lore keepers.
Yeah.
Well,
Lore keepers have.
everything she's already learned. I would personally, I would say that Narcissa, I don't know how much study she's done about her mum. So that would be more like a DM decision, but yeah.
If it comes to it, I'll let you guys know.
Alright. We should do our goodbye.
Yes.
I do have something to advertise.
Of course.
Alright.
I was about to ask, does anybody have any announcements or anything like that?
Alright. So, as usual, Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me at Variant Citizen on twitch.tv.com. Well, twitch.tv. Sorry, ignore the .com. I'm stupid. I play a blood hunter. I play what is technically Narcissus' mother in a different world. Yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff. We just got finished with a lot of fun. And then you can find us again on on the same channel around the same time on Mondays, where we talk about the session that happened yesterday. Also, he does stream too, and he's very fun. To watch play video games. He has recently gone into Redemption 2 blind, and it is a fun watch. That's my chilling.
Okay, Jack, do you want to tell about your thing?
Yeah. Thursdays, approximately 4 and a bit hours before you guys generally start. I also have Nathosha as a DM over on twitch.tv/Alvarance. It's probably the second last appearance of Potato Mancer until about sort of February-ish. We are currently in a temple to maybe Caucus? Question mark? Not entirely certain. Possibly like Cthulhu instead. Potato Mancer killed an entire phalanx of enemies with one Molotov potato last session. Check out the VOD. It makes sense when you watch that. I can't even believe I just said the words Molotov potato. But yeah, that's a thing
I'm
that
guessing
happens.
that's a specialty branded fireball.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, the Potato Mancer is awesome.
Thank you. We have an NPC with us who has shotguns, who was responsible for said phalanx of enemies. Thank you, Mr. Gunslinger. And a warlock NPC with us who is hopefully not going to kill us all when our backs are turned. Fingers crossed.
Ah, yes, those kind of NPCs are fun. I love them.
Yeah. Because we've just cleared out like an entire first floor of skeletons and zombies and wolves and a ghast. That was the first floor. I wonder
12
what
more.
Second. Yeah, probably. Knowing this. Although it's our fault for choosing Eldritch instead of Tech when he asked us which we wanted to do first. Yay! Yeah, other than that, I am the internet as Jack Dittman pretty much everywhere. I pop up on different things occasionally. I'm like that, I'm that one bad stain that you can't get rid of.
Oh.
Lies.
Love you.
Lies.
Oh, which
True, but you're that one bad stain on your really favorite shirt, so you just sort of love the shirt despite the fact that the stain is there and the stain is still not. It
Yeah,
adds to the pattern.
yeah.
going back to what you said of this next session for you is going to be the second to last appearance of Potato Mancer. I'm assuming that also applies to Oleg.
That does also apply to Oleg, yes, which will be interesting to see what happens. I look forward to seeing how Knight decides to work that one. It depends on whether we play this on Christmas week or not, things like that, and also dates, because I shockingly I'm not good with 1, 2, 3, technically third last actually, looking at dates. So I have 3 more sessions of Potato Mancer, possibly, definitely at least two more. Well, actually, yeah, and I have 2 more with us.
Before work comes in and slaps you and says no.
Yes, yeah, because Christmas Day for you guys is Boxing Day for me, and that is.
I mean, there's a
Not gonna
high
be fun.
possibility that I have Christmas also, but that's more so a problem for the morning. Oh, someone left.
Oops.
Oh, that was small. Small probably lost connection.
Oh no.
Yep, there it is.
But yeah, that is so. Yeah, 2 more sessions with Oleg, and then goodbye for like a month and a bit,
Mm.
possibly.
We'll make sure.
Depends on how busy Christmas is.
We'll make sure he doesn't die.
That's if he still stays with the party.
Sweats,
Oh no.
loses color and face, passes out.
That means Torgrid would be the only guy in the party then.
Oh my god, you're right.
I mean, Oleg doesn't. It's not like it's made that much of a difference at this point, has it? Oleg's just like that one.
Torgrim, I hope you have plenty of chocolate for these people, because
I'm gonna have to purchase some.
Guess what happens in a few days? It's a full moon, and oh, guess what happens on the full moon?
Hey, that doesn't affect birds, and Miki can't
I-
eat chocolate anyway.
I know, I'm kidding.
Narcissus only
Nice.
happens like on a
On
new
a blood
moon?
moon. On a blood moon. It's
On a
called-
blood moon.
Oh god.
And
That
she doesn't want
technically
chocolate.
really
She wants,
only.
What does she want?
chocolate. She wants bones.
Then I'll get her some bones.
Oleg
Just
sweats.
warn Torgrim beforehand, and he'll buy Narcissus some bones.
Anyway, Night Hunter, do you have anything to announce or?
I am the Night Hunter. I leave off with creepy things happening and people not knowing what's going to happen next for a week. The only thing I really have for an announcement is I finally have been able to get a couple emotes commissioned for my
Yay!
Discord server as well as
Yay!
my streams. It is a Kane and Grandpa's
Yes.
Meh.
Yes.
And the Meh has earned itself as the tier 1 emote, so that is going to be available for everyone
Nice.
right off the bat.
And that will
but-
be on your Twitch channel, which is
Yeah.
Night Hunter 66, I believe.
Yeah. It is easy to find. It is literally just you type in the Night Hunter 66, and if there's a picture of a metal boy, that is me.
Yee.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Small, you got anything to announce?
Nah, I'm just here for this Tuesday game.
Alrighty. Then, as seems to be the order of business, last announcement of the night is you can find myself, Ash, and Andy on this channel again come Thursday at hopefully 7 o'clock EST.
Hopefully.
Where we will be also joined by Armored Hunter and Dark Savior with Mythosia as the DM. Hey, look at that. Mythosia DMs 2 Thursday games. Where we will be seeing what the fuck is gonna happen with this boss fight, because we got blue-balled last session on that one.
It
We
was
be
awful.
Fire Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, we were getting all ready to fight the boss, and then Myth is like, and that's where we're ending the session because Dark had to leave early and I want to hurt you all at the same time.
Ah, yes. Those are
That's good.
fun.
I
Smile
do like it when he
increases.
does that.
Those sessions are fun. Smile increases.
Mm. They are.
Alright, but if that's everything, then I think we should all just say goodbye and we will call it a night.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sláinte.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Meh.
Andy, are you going to say goodbye?
I did say bye.
Okay, we must have said it to somebody else. Alright.
No, everyone has. I just said it in a different language. Sláinte.
Alright,
Bye.
we'll see you all next week. Bye.